Welcome, everyone, to the Four Post Massacre Podcast. I'm of course your host. You can simply call me Zaya. With me tonight is my ever so colorful co-host. What is your name?
Fuck Trump.
I agree.
Usually I'm more excited, but I'm just not. It's your boy Don Maroc Cocaine.
Don Morocco. I guess we haven't done a show with Don Morocco.
We did one.
We did?
The WrestleMania previous of this.
He was
Remember he had that pretty solid match with Bob Orton in the opener?
Oh,
The
3.
tag match.
I thought you were referring to 9.
No, 3. It was him and Bob Orton. They took on the Can-Am Connection.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
It was a pretty solid tag match. Wish I had that on this. I'm jumping ahead. Introduce our guest.
Well, Adam, he's in a match and probably even more matches because there's 16 motherfuckers on this bitch.
He's only in one, sadly.
But the reason why we are watching this show in particular is because of one person in particular. It is none other than Downtown Jason Brown joining us yet again.
Hello, it's me. And when you know it's me, you know I'm here. The torches of Zahaya and Adam.
Oh boy, did he ever. Oh my.
I'd rather Rodman Down Under.
So, Jason,
is there something to talk about?
With this is your second appearance overall for the 2026 season, which means you are now tied in a 3-way for second place with Sean and Hit Kid at this very moment in time. But you all are all just one appearance behind the Canadian destroyer himself, CJ Velvet.
Oh no, I believe V is also a 2-time.
No, he's 3.
V. Oh wait, what's the number right now? 4?
No, he has 3 appearances.
Yeah, but no, V was last week.
Yeah, you're right. It's a 4-way. It's Hit, V, Sean, and now you.
But CJ will be here in 2 weeks. Spoiler: we're taking next week off. WrestleMania. Too many indie shows. But then he'll be at 4. And yeah, the Canadian Destroyer has made it a point that if this is our last season, he wants to get to host one of these specials.
It could happen.
He's trying to be booked for every month.
I hear you have a doomsday clock or something like that.
We do have a doomsday clock. The podcast will be ending on December. I should probably
somebody is telling people.
Wait. Doomsday. Doomsday.
Yes, Doomsday.
Well,
talk. What just happened?
Doomsday.
Oh, I don't know what just happened. I think a microphone got glitched out there. Were you in the Matrix? Yeah, no, I guess there's an Italian going around telling people about a doomsday clock, Zahaya.
Well, it's not like it's much of a secret. I've been telling everybody for a straight 5 months now that this thing is
Hear it. I'm just saying, doomsday clock specifically, verbiage of an Italian who just learned about it.
Because of...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was like, oh, hey, Jason, you know they have a doomsday clock? They're going to blow up their channel.
Okay, maybe not blow up the channel.
Not happening. Do not listen to him. Because the pod might end. I have plans to still do the channel, obviously. 4 p.m. is still going. Watch that and do it coming soon.
But that is a while from now. We still got a lot more time, and we still have a WrestleMania month to get through. And last week, we started with WrestleMania 9, and we did not have the greatest time, even though there were a few matches that we enjoyed here. But this time around, we are taking a look at WrestleMania 4, which is...
Oh, yes, WrestleMania 4. The WrestleMania right after probably one of the most important WrestleManias next to WrestleMania 1.
It is the Mania that has the one night tournament to crown the
you wanna
new
call it
WWE World Champion. It's what happens.
And they have never done this again. They've never done a one-night
Oh,
tournament at Mania ever again.
that's probably for the best, actually.
You know what? I say it next WrestleMania, let's do it. And the ending is Cody Rhodes winning again.
I'd rather fucking take a bullet to the skull. But after that, we will have our main event segment, which will be our AEW Dynasty 2026 review. As we go down the entire card and talk about every match that happened and what our thoughts on that show in particular. I can't wait. I'm sure this is going to be a great time. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the retro review. View. So, Jason, WrestleMania 4, have you ever watched this show in general, or was this like your first time so you could make me and Adam suffer in particular?
So I've actually watched this show multiple times when I was a kid.
Good Lord.
Because
As a kid.
it was one of the okay, back in the day, because I know a lot of you youngins are listening here, there used to be video rental places. This is before streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Blockbuster.
No, I didn't have a Blockbuster. I had a movie warehouse.
Oh, wow.
And there was a wrestling section, a bunch of wrestling stuff from the 80s, from the 90s. You had some indie stuff that was thrown in there. Had some Japanese stuff.
WrestleMania 4.
UFC was in there for some reason.
Okay, well, hold on. Those early UFC shows are dope.
Yeah, they are. But as a kid, I loved to just rent a bunch of them and just watch them back to back during my entire weekend. And I would always like to try to rent as many of the WrestleMania VHS tapes I could. And I don't care how many times I've seen it, I would just want to watch the WrestleManias because that was the only way I could watch a WrestleMania was from a movie warehouse because it came to VHS.
All right.
And this one, though, the reason why I chose it, not just because I wanted to torture you two, but because it has one of my favorites of all time finally becoming the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion. Dig it?
Well, yeah, no, you're right. It's very much.
But there's actually a very interesting story behind that, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
We will get to that when we get to that. But for right now, we know what wrestling culture looked like in April of 1988. But what about the rest of the world? What about the popular culture? So, Culture Corner, Adam. It is the theater in April of 1988. What is happening?
No, this is March.
It's March?
Yeah,
Yes, March.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while he fixed that, so again, it's one of those situations. There's things that happened this year. Sadly, just didn't happen in the month that we're stuck with. So, as I do, I will go over the top 10 because I don't think we're ever coming back to 88 of the highest grossing movies of 1988. Starting with the only movie that did come out in March that we could talk about as like second favorite movie of all time. Don't say his name 3 times. Beetlejuice.
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 Showtime.
Where you would have said the name. Okay. You know, he could play along.
No.
Did he?
Beetlejuice.
You know why? Beetlejuice rules. I love Beetlejuice.
You've ruined Beetlejuice for me for some reason.
But Beetlejuice came in at number 10, 1988, with 73 plus million at the box office. Coming in at number 9, a Tom Cruise movie about bartending cocktail, coming in at $78+ million at the box office. Yeah, anybody here ever see Cocktail?
No.
No.
Coming in at number 8, The Naked Gun, the first one. Very funny movie.
Yes.
Also coming in at 78, but beating out Cocktail by about 500,000 in the box office. Coming in at number 7 with 83 million at the box office. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! It's Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? I think it is.
I think it is.
It takes.
Did I ever see Die Hard?
Yes, I have.
Die Hard rules. It's
It
got
does
the
rule.
from.
Are you going to die hard?
It's got the dad from Family Matters playing a cop, and people think the universes are connected.
And I am one of those people because that's hilarious.
It was very funny. Coming in at number 6 with 109 million plus at the box office. Big jump from Die Hard. It is Crocodile Dundee 2.
2?
Yes.
Yes.
Second one.
This is the
Yes.
second one.
I think there's a third one.
I think so. Let me check that.
Coming in at number 5 with $111+ million at the box office. A movie that I don't think people talk highly of being a good film, but somehow it made this much money. What happens when you put Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger together? Somehow they're twins.
Also, I found out, yes, there is a third one, and it came out
Holy shit.
in 2001. It is Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
This movie came out in 80, the sequel in 88, the third one in 2001.
Yep.
Funny thing about twins, there was a supposed third one that was supposed to eventually had happened, where Eddie Murphy would be the third twin.
Yes, it would have been the sequel would have been triplets.
Yep, and it would have been Arnold, Danny DeVito, and Eddie Murphy, and somehow they're all related. Coming in at number 4 with 114 million plus at the box office. Tom Hanks is a giant child. It's Big. You see Big. He does the thing with the piano.
I know of it. I don't think I've watched it.
A movie in which a woman tries to seduce a small child, even though he's grown up. Very weird movie. The 80s.
Okay.
So the whole thing is that he plays a 13-year-old, I think, or some shit like that, and then he makes the wish that he's grown up, but he's still a 13-year-old. And so there's this woman wants to fuck Tom Hanks, but technically Tom Hanks is a 13-year-old.
Okay, we need to start.
I want to be an adult, but next morning you turn into Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but it's 1988's Tom Hanks.
I think
he was a little bit more handsome.
I think we need to start really thinking about the plots to our movies, or maybe they did.
Hell yeah!
And that was just what they were going.
Also, it was the 80s, and it didn't matter. Yeah.
Sick man's fantasy. Who knows?
Coming in at number 3, speaking of Eddie Murphy, 128 million at the box office, Coming to America. Very funny movie.
I love that movie.
I didn't see the sequel.
I did not.
It came out a few years ago.
It's all right, but nothing to be
nostalgia bit. I take it. Coming in at number 2 with 156 million at the box office. Another one of my personal favorites of all time. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yeah.
The only movie to ever have Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse in the exact same scene together. That'll never happen again.
And you know what? And before we go on, that's the reason why in the Space Jam movie, why they take so many shots at Disney.
Yeah.
It's because originally they had a deal where okay, we'll put some, WB characters in this movie if Disney in the future will,
allow
do
the
same.
Yeah.
Because originally the referee for the basketball game was meant to be Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
Yep.
And then it ends up being Marvin.
Disney was like, no, and so they took as many shots as they could at Disney in that movie.
And then number 1 at the box office, another Tom Cruise movie, 172 million at the box office. It's Rain Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot it.
Rain Man, a fantastic movie that sadly most people only make fun of it for the performance of Dustin Hoffman.
Also in 1988, it was the very first ever theatrical re-release of Fox and the Hound.
Oh.
Yes.
So there you go. That's your film side of things. Producer Josh not here at the moment, so I guess I'll talk about some TV things that happened in March. Speaking of the show we're talking about, the first ever Clash of the Champions would air opposed WrestleMania 4 on pay-per-view.
Oh.
Oh, Clash of the Champions.
The wars always existed.
You know what? Next time I'm on here, we're watching that.
Oh, God.
Yes.
And
then we gotta choose which one's better.
I might have. Actually, I didn't, because now I'm reading the rest of it. But a little bit of music TV news. Ahaya, you like music.
Okay.
I heard it through the grapevine. Experiences a surge in popularity caused by TV commercials featuring the California Raisins.
Oh my God.
And specifically, the California Raisins version of the song would peak at number 84 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Just a modern day version of TikTok.
And you know
That's what commercials were, yeah.
And you know where were some of the most dominating music of March of 1988? We had Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah, I just rickrolled you on the podcast. Yeah.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, I feel like this might give away what number 1 is, but I could be wrong. But if it is, then I just gave myself the win, and Zahaya is a dick. But Michael Jackson performed live an extended version of Man at the Mirror at the 30th Annual Grammys.
Uh-huh.
I remember that.
And then what would turn out to be her final television appearance, Gilda Radner guest starred on an episode of The Gary Shandling Show before her timely passing.
Oh.
That's it. I don't know where he gets all his other TV shit from.
Well, he doesn't usually have a lot of TV. It's the video games that he usually goes in depth with. Like,
yeah, well, I don't know games. I don't know, some Mario probably.
I can do that real quick for you.
Specifically March.
Okay, March. Oh my God, there's nothing. But here are some releases that came out in 1988. Ghouls and Ghosts, one of the more difficult arcade games of the 80s.
oh.
It's a game where it starts off with you having sex with your girlfriend, and then the devil stills her.
And that's how it is.
Yes, and you only get to be able to get hit twice. The first time you get naked, and the second time you turn into a skeleton and die.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look it up. Ghouls and Ghosts. Capcom's Bowling came out in 1988.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Bowling. In the winter we had Mega Man 2, Final Fantasy 2,
Okay.
Legend of Zelda 2.
Wow, things actually existing.
We're going down.
Yes.
We're actually going down. We're going up. What are you talking about?
No, it's
yes.
All right.
Oh, right. Stupid.
But that's pretty much all I get.
And I got one last little bit of entertainment news, Zahaya and Jason. Somebody that we probably grew up watching on TV, born the day of WrestleMania. Disney's own Brenda Song was born on WrestleMania on the 27th.
To London Tipton and Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
That's it. That's my part done. So I guess now we will take it to Zahaya for the music scene. And I don't know. I feel like I should just go with what I saw.
I was about
like,
to say, it's like, you guys...
I can't fuck this one up today, so go with MJ.
Okay. Jason?
I am going with Rick Astley.
Okay.
Not even with
Was it Forever Together?
Yeah,
Together Forever?
Yes, that's the one I'm going with.
I swear to God, if Together Forever is number one over fucking Man in the Mirror, I'm going to be very confused.
So, this is the American Top 40 for March 19th,
40?
1988. Yeah, it's 40.
Starting at number 40.
We're not doing 40 songs.
Just because it's the Billboard Hot 100 doesn't mean I'm going over all 100 songs, dipshit.
It was only... Oh, so hold on. When does it become 100?
I don't know.
Next year.
But coming in at number 10, we got Billy Ocean with Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My
Get
Car.
Out of my dreams, get into my car. I like Billy Ocean.
At number 9, we got Keith.
Caribbean Queen. Sorry.
Number 9, we got Keith Sweat, I Want Her.
Nope. No, I'm sorry.
At number 8, I actually had to reread this to see if this was correct, but no, this is right. We got Just Like Paradise by David Lee Roth.
Why are we confused about Van Halen's David Lee Roth?
Did not know that he had a hit song in the fucking top 40.
Well,
at the top 10.
It's the 80s.
I bet you that's for a movie.
Probably.
At number 7, we got Debbie Gibson with Out of the Blue.
I know the name.
At number 6, we got Patrick Swayze with She's Like the Wind.
I'm sorry, did you say Patrick Swayze, the actor?
Yes.
See, you're more confused by fucking David Lee Roth having a top, but Patrick Swayze's above him?
Isn't it? It's like that time when fucking Bruce Willis had like a number 1 hit and we had to talk about it.
God, we listened to it. Okay, so I need you to tell, what was the name of this song again?
By Patrick Swayze, She's Like the Wind.
Not the weirdest thing of music I've ever heard with a celebrity. I mean, Steven Seagal has a reggae album.
What?
I'm good. I don't need to hear that one.
I don't ever need to hear it. At number 5, we got Richard Marx with Endless Summer. I know
Richard Marx.
At number 4, we got Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Damn it.
Are
you kidding me?
Number 3, we got George Michael with Father Figure.
Oh, let me be your father figure. Let me hold your hand in mine.
At number 2, we got Belinda Carlisle.
Belinda Carlisle.
Carlisle, that's her fucking.
Is this fucking? Is this Heaven on Earth?
No, it's I Get Weak.
And
at number 2, it's The Ultimate Troll. Back when it was originally on YouTube, it's Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Oh,
I was hot frying. Well, not number 1, but at least mine's above his, sort of.
Well, who the fuck came in at number 1?
It is. That is number 1.
Oh, you said number 2.
No, I said Belinda Carlisle was number 2.
So I'm listening to this Swayze song. It's very generic.
I figured it might be.
Fucking music video is awful.
But you know how it is. It's like, oh, a fucking actor came out with a song. I need to check that out. It's
because Eddie Murphy's "Party All the Time" is an ultimate banger, and I will hear none of it.
I'm not saying like they don't. Like, it won't ever come, like, is like, but it's like when somebody, like an actor, and somebody does something that's like comes out with a song, oh, I need to check it out for the novelty of it. And that's,
Yeah. Sometimes you just see things like Steven Seagal with his reggae album, and one of his songs is called Eating the Punani.
Where it's like when fucking Macho Man made an entire rock album as a those are just things you gotta go and check out, because why does it exist?
Man Hogan is an all-time banger and
it
deserves
is
to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's not a rap song though. No, rock song. It's a rap song.
It's like
shit.
You could tell
it's its own genre. It's madness.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
But that is it for the Culture Corner. We're taking it all the way back to to pro wrestling for March of 88. My bad. So,
Keep thinking it's the other fucking day. It's not.
not on this.
Oh, yeah. Zaya!
Yes,
You have time for said NWA Clash of the Champions.
I do. But
I
Adam,
knew it. You were going to pick the only other option.
do you have time for All Japan Pro Wrestling
there it
Champion
is.
Carnival Night 2?
There were 4 fucking options.
You're damn right there were.
And I was like, well, I'm going to take this one, and I know he's going to take that one.
So, Champion Carnival, 1988. Again, this is not the Champion Carnival as it is known now, or it's just basically the G1. This is just a show that they do. So, on this show, Mitsuo Momota beats Tsuchi Kikuichi in 5 minutes 36 seconds. Akira Taue and Osamu Teranashi beat Haruka Eigen and Mighty Inoue in 8 minutes and 1 second. Look, it's
Get out of my life.
Look, 88. He's probably not spitting at this point.
You know what? I'd love to see what he could do when he could move.
At number... Oh, wait. No, at the third match, we got Masanobu Fuchi beat George Skolland in 7 minutes, 20 seconds. Who the fuck?
George Skolland?
Skolland. Skaaland.
Oh, I'm thinking of Arnold Skolland. Who the fuck is George Skolland?
George Skolland is George Skolland, a.k.a. Golden Boy number 3.
The
The 6-man tag team match Revolution of Ashura Hara, Samson Fuiki, and Toshiaki Kawada beat Matoshi Okuma, Shinji Nakano, and Takashi Ishikawa in 18 minutes and 58 seconds. In a match that has a 3.0 rating on Cage Match.
Oh my god.
Tom McGee beats Isao Takagi in 5 minutes, 51 seconds.
Tom McGee of the infamous Bret Hart Tom McGee match?
Yes.
In which, after everyone finally got to see that match, went, oh yeah, no, it's just Bret Hart kind of, carrying this dude. The Mr. Next Hulk Hogan, as Vince McMahon thought. No. Kenny Omega, if he was tall.
Tag match, The Great Kabuki and Tiger Mask beat Austin Idol and Tommy Rich in 11 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah, shout out Wildfire for Jay.
In a singles match, Big Bubba beat Shunji Takano in 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
That's the Big Bop Man.
Yes.
Big Bop Man?
Big Bop Man. Giant Baba and Hiroshi Waijima beat Goro Tsurumi and Russia Kimura in 13 minutes.
Oh, you already told me on a Giant Baba match.
Yeah. Abdullah the Butcher and Tiger Jeet Singh beat
hell yeah.
John Tenta and Yoshiaki Yatsu in 9 minutes 46 seconds. I can shout out the fucking Earthquake, bro.
Dude, they probably fucking bloodied the shit out of each other.
For the PWF Heavyweight title and NWA United National Championship, Jintro Tenryu and Stan Hansen. Tenryu beat Hansen by disqualification in 15 minutes 32 seconds. However, despite that, this match does have an 8.43 rating on Cage Match. So I'm very curious
maybe it's a deserved DQ.
And in the main event for the NWA International Heavyweight Championship, Bruiser Brody beats Jumbo Tsuruta in 17 minutes 7 seconds to become the new NWA International Heavyweight Champion.
Started out rough, got good at the end.
Yeah.
All right, NWA Clash of Champions Uno.
But 1988 though, this would be the year that Bruiser Brody would pass away.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably in a few months, right?
Yep. July 17th.
Damn. NWA Clash of Champions Uno from the Greensboro Coliseum. NWA TV title College Rules match. Mike Rotunda, champion, would retain over Jimmy Garvin in round 2 in 6 minutes and 10 seconds. This match has a 4.96 on Cage Match. NWA United States Tag Team Championships, the Midnight Express of Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane would defeat the Fantastics of Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers by DQ to
That's a lot of
retain.
Bobby. That's a lot of Bobby.
See, I'm going to say, you say, match has a 4 and a 4th star from Dave. So I don't know, man. Barbed wire 6-man tag team match.
Oh,
What?
Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors defeat Ivan Koloff and the Powers of Pain in 3 minutes and 39 seconds.
Okay.
Right? Isn't it like, wow, cool. Oh, why is
3
it so short?
minutes. Fuck.
NWA tag team titles. Barry Windham and Lex Luger would defeat Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard to become the new tag team champions in 9 minutes and 35 seconds.
That sounds pretty good.
And in the main event, NWA World Title, Ric Flair and Sting would go to a 45-minute draw.
That sounds. They could go
Has
45.
an 8.79 and 4 and a quarter star from Dave.
I was about to say, that match sounds pretty damn good.
But it ends in a time limit draw.
Yeah, but that's just how it goes sometimes. That's
Yeah,
how
but
Rick.
that
That's just how Flair goes at this fucking
Yeah,
point in time.
And guess what? That pisses me off.
All right, Jason. Between All Japan, Dove, NWA, and WWF,
WrestleMania 4.
yeah, WrestleMania 4. Which
let's
was
see. One has Abdullah the Butcher and who else was? Oh, John Tenta
Yes.
Giant Baba.
and Giant Baba beating the shit out of each other. Bruiser Brody, probably one of his last appearances for All Japan. And then you got a 3-minute barbed wire match with Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors.
Whatever that is.
You got 2 Bobbies in there. One of them, Bobby eating the pussy.
There it
is. And we have Ric Flair and Sting. Honestly, I probably would go with the Clash of the Champions.
how many matches with the Clash? It's like 5, 6 matches.
It was like 6 matches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going with that one.
I'm gonna go with All Japan.
You don't want to watch that Bruiser Brody match?
Yeah, and I want to see the Abdullah match.
John Tenta.
Yeah.
Shouts out Earthquake. But
And
there is,
I want to see if Spitty Man knows how to work.
but
you know?
there is one show in particular that none
That
of
did
us
not
picked.
get picked. No.
So let's get right into it. It's time to talk about WrestleMania 4.
WrestleMania
Four.
4 live from Atlantic City in Trump Plaza.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, and he's all over the show.
I was about to say, as soon as they said it, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna be here, isn't he?"
Oh, not only is he there, he's front row.
Mhm.
18,165 in attendance. Commentators for the evening: Gorilla Monsoon, Jesse Ventura, and Bob Uecker at points.
Bob,
Home.
plays a very important part of the show throughout the entire.
Bob is a
right-
horny man.
Yeah. He throughout this entire show, there's a storyline that involves Bob, and he's stalking a lady.
It's not just a storyline; it's the storyline. He's the only fucking overarching story of this entire show, other than the tournament itself.
The tournament, yep.
Also, Bob Uecker, a guy who was best known for being the guy that got traded a lot.
Yeah, they make a mention of that he's never been on a team for more than a season.
So,
I will say, him and Jesse do have fun banter.
So, we start off. Our national anthem was sung by Gladys
Gladys Knight! Hell yeah.
She did pretty damn good. And we start off the show. We get introduced to our commentators, Gorilla Monsoon, Jesse Ventura. They were probably the best thing about this entire show. I just really like hearing those two going at it. And we start off with our...
And Bob Uecker.
He's there, yes.
He horny for Vanna White.
And we start off with the
Battle Royal.
Invitational Battle Royal, which is
AKA you weren't in the tournament, so here you are.
Get on this.
That's what, dude. I think it was Jesse says that on commentary. He's like, "This is everybody who couldn't make it into the tournament," and I'm like, "Man, there's a few people in here I would have much rather seen in the tournament."
Yeah.
The biggest shocker for me, because I've never seen this, I thought, and I have to now take it back, because I said when we recorded WrestleMania 3 that was Harley Race's only WrestleMania. Egg on my face, because this motherfucker is just in this battle royal. Harley Race couldn't get into the tournament? Hillbilly Jim looking like a fucking brick shit house. Still. Bret Hart, but, whatever. Junkyard's also in here, but, whatever. It is a battle royal, and it is pretty fucking boring.
And George Admiral still is outside. He never gets in the ring. He just pulls people out, and then they eventually just kick him out.
Yeah, that's essentially what happens. I don't even think he gets thrown over the top. He just get out of here.
Yeah.
But
because he's an animal.
But yeah, like Adam says, it's just a fucking battle royal. You just got a bunch of guys in there, and they go over.
There's no story at all.
Like it comes.
Near the end, there's sort of a story.
Well, I was about to say, there's so it comes down to Bad News Brown, Bret Hart, JYD, and Paul Roma. Bad News Brown eliminates Paul Roma, and so after that, Bad News Brown and Bret try to double team JYD, but JYD starts coming back. He starts going after Bret and Bad News Brown. They start to try to team up again, and at first it seems like they formed an alliance, and so they use that alliance to take out JYD and send him over the top. And after that is they high five, yeah, we did it. And then fucking Bad News Brown just obliterates Bret with the fucking ghetto blaster, and then proceeds to beat the shit out of him for 2 minutes, and then tosses him over the top to get the victory. He would celebrate with the trophy for a little bit, but Bret would get
Bret Hart, being a sore loser, comes back in the ring and throws the trophy.
Just fucking drop kicks him from behind, and then he goes and destroys the fucking trophy. And that was the end of that.
The last few seconds are good, but it's a nothing.
I noted that Jesse and Bob just talked about baseball a lot during this entire. That scene, Jesse was shitting on Bob Uecker's
the whole time
baseball career.
It was very funny. After this, we get introduced to Robin Leach, the host of the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. So it was a thing in the 80s. It was like the 80s version of Cribs.
He was also the host in for some show on VH1 back in the 2000s, and it was one of those. It was the recap. It was back before the internet was the thing, and they had a bunch of celebrities just recap the crazy shit that happened during the week.
Shows, good times. And he's here to read out about the tournament. Yeah, cool.
So yeah.
Your first match of the tournament.
They basically go over the times of the tournament. It's 15 minutes for the first round. Second round is 20 minutes.
But boys, before we start this, we have to explain why is there a tournament going on.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it got vacated.
But yeah. Yes.
Because Andre the Giant defeated Hulk Hogan at Saturday Night's main event, and then Ted DiBiase tried to buy the WWF title from him, and actually took the title a couple times on some house shows. But then President Jack Tunney was like, vacate.
And now we have an entire tournament.
We have an entire fucking tournament.
Kinda, because an entire match has already been given a bye.
Yeah, you're right, which we will get to. But for right now, Ted DiBiase and Jim Duggan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, start off this entire thing.
Ted DiBiase, who's pretty much the catalyst of this tournament, and pretty much the co-star of this entire tournament.
So I was a little disappointed by this.
The match?
These two.
You thought this was gonna be something?
Okay, so let me explain. Wrestling knowledge. These two were like a badass unit before the Fed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, when's the next time they probably get to fight each other? Maybe they're just going to go out there. They know they only have a little bit of time. Maybe they're just going to scrap. We're going to have a good time. We go home. I was wrong.
So this match starts off with Jesse pretty much claiming that Hacksaw didn't know how to wrestle. And then like within a few seconds is like doing like calling elbow tie-ups with fucking...
Yep.
Tad is like, well, that's egg on your face, Jesse.
I think a lot of people... Look, Hacksaw did the smart thing as a wrestler. Figure out your gimmick, and you never have to work again. But Hacksaw was really good before the Fed.
Oh.
He could wrestle. He was a fucking mean-ass brawler when he was with Ted DiBiase. I think they were like the Bad Batch or something like that. And then obviously he figures out, Ho and the USA stuff, and he doesn't really have to do much after that.
He's like, hey, I can make money and not kill myself.
Look,
so I do think I think people underestimate that Hacksaw is a good wrestler.
He is the product of his time. Found something that worked, kept going with it, made a lot of money with it. But yeah, they started to trade blows for a little bit. Hacksaw sent him over the top with an atomic drop. Tad got in a few shots, but was taken down with a clothesline and like 10 in the corner by Duggan. Tim does eventually get a clothesline on Hacksaw, which he fucking sold like terribly. Like he was like fucking wobbled and then went down afterwards. Double axe handle into a fish drop. There's a lot of fish drops from Ted in these matches. Good look.
Okay, but Ted's got such an awesome like falling fish.
He does, but like he spams the fuck out of it. Hacksaw tries to come back with sunset flip, but Ted stops him with a kitchen sink and followed by another fish drop. Jim hits Ted with a suplex, stops another double axe handle attempt and gives Ted a power slam. Jim, after that, would look like he was going for something, but got tripped up by Andre.
He was looking for the 3-point stance.
But it was tripped up by Andre, which Ted then capitalized with a...
With a knee to the back.
And
then another falling fist.
To get the victory on Jim. Jim would try to go after them after the match was over, but they were already out of there.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is a pretty nothing match. It is just... It's not really...
We got a 16-man tournament to get through. I mean, it's going to be nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Brutus, the Beefcake, is being interviewed. He's had an IC title match tonight against the Honky Tonk Man.
It says he's...
Which he is a big reason why things happened in this show.
That is true.
I put down that Brutus talks about Honky Tonk Man and Jimmy Hart, but like my whole thing is that the entire promo, it just looks like he wants to fuck his hedge clippers, bro. Like he's
absolutely.
He's completely...
Dude, he starts caressing it.
It's very uncomfortable.
Our next match is Don Morocco, accompanied by Superstar Billy Graham, against Dino Bravo, accompanied by Frenchie Martin. So, I really like Don Morocco, and sadly I don't know what the point here was at the beginning, but he goes for some kind of like I think it was a Vader bomb.
That's what it was a Vader bomb, I swear, and then he just
everything falls apart.
He tried.
Damn it, Don.
He tries for that. So Dino comes out full. Well, he doesn't. It's a full job range with him.
No, there's a few people who have that, yeah.
One in particular that kept pissing me off in general, but we'll get to him when we get to him. But like Adam said, it starts off, he tried to hit a Vader bomb, and that just didn't work out. Dino hit in a few elbow drops and then a gut-wrench suplex. He would then hit his knee in the corner after knee on the corner, and Don would start working on the knee and apply a spinning toe hold too. Dino then would hit a pile driver and then taunt afterwards, and that would only get him a 2 count because he's a stupid heel. Dino would try for another, but he got stopped. Both men would then go for a double clothesline. Running for him from Don, and then he tries again, but Dino pulls the referee in the way this time.
Joey Morella.
Dino would then hit a side slam on Don, and when he tries to go for the pin, the referee taps him on his shoulder to let him know the match has been called off. And the official decision is that Don Muraca won as a result of a DQ.
It reminded me so much of Sean and Tatanka from last week, where it was like they get back in the wrestling and then the ref has to be like, no, dude.
It's over.
Match is over. Sorry to tell you this. Your pinfall that you're doing right now, that doesn't really matter. Ring the bell. And Dino wins by DQ, and I was very upset because I wanted more Don Muraca.
Oh, I thought Don won the match.
He did win the match.
Oh, Don won? No. Yeah, wait. Yes, sorry.
Because Dino pulled the referee in the way when Don was trying to go for him, so the referee DQ'd Dino Bravo.
Dino Bravo dead, by the way.
He is very dead.
Yeah.
Again, these early matches are so... There's just nothing to talk about. Bob Uecker is backstage with the Honky Tonk Man and the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
So this is the beginning of Bob pretty much looking for Vanna the entire show. He says he's going to meet her after the interview. That's when Jimmy and Honky Tonk came over. Bob says that Brutus is going to handle them both.
Is he? Yep.
And Honky Tonk says some nonsense.
He's going to shake, rattle, and roll. We're going to backstroke to the Mississippi. Whoa.
He said something.
There's a lot of backstroking metaphors tonight. I don't know what the reason for this is, because Hogan also mentions it. But so, as Jason alluded to, the man in our next match coming out with a future FCW wrestler, Richie Steamboat.
I was like, that is Richie, isn't it? I was like, oh, wow.
Isn't that fucking crazy, right?
The only time Richie Steamboat ever appeared at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Richie, so Rick, they make a point to put it out on commentary that he is new daddy and there's little Richie. But as you know your backstories, if you do, Ricky Steamboat had won the IC title. That's awesome. But then he had child. And he went, I kind of want to go be a dad for a minute. And Vince was like, fuck that. You got to work. and Ricky said, no, I'm going to go be a dad. So the IC title ended up on Honky Tonk. Now, if I'm not mistaken, originally they wanted to put it on Jake Roberts. And then Hogan, this is the story, was they were trying to figure out who to put the belt on. And Hogan apparently points into the corner and he points at Honky Tonk, and that's how he got the belt.
For fucking over a year?
Yep. Well, okay, I don't know if that was the plan to give him a year-long title reign, but that's how he ended up with that year-long title reign.
When we get to the Brutus and Honky Tonk match, I will explain some more stuff that went down on the show because of that Honky Tonk with Honky Tonk Man.
Okay.
So he's out here to take on Greg the Hammer Valentine, and as Cage Match points it, and anybody else can point it out, it is arguably the best match on the show.
I wouldn't even say arguably. I think it's by far the best match. It's the best worked match on this show.
I give Valentine a lot of shit as a person. But he knows how to sell his ass off, and he sold some of these chops from Ricky incredibly, just like death. And also, he's got a great tumble sell. Tumble sells, I feel like, are lost in wrestling. Nobody does the whole like timber type shit. And they also work. There's a lot of fucking actual wrestling. There's arm drags.
I was about to say, this match,
man, is he ahead of his time?
You just see, just like from the way that they started going,
and the crowd.
It's like we gotta go. We gotta fucking go because
we gotta wake this crowd up.
We have to do something. And it's like Adam said, they start off with like the hip tosses and all that stuff. There's a point where like, Greg catapults Ricky over into the corner. And then
we get our great shot of Donald Trump in the crowd.
Christ. Yeah. Oh, I was just about to fucking... Yeah. I had it in my notes. First Trump sighting, Jesse refers to him as his good friend. How times change.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
But match goes on. Ricky reverses a crossbody for 2, but Greg would come back with a gutbuster. Greg tries for a figure 4, but gets pushed into the top turnbuckle. They start trading, but Ricky hits him with the knife edge chop.
Did you say Ricky Starks?
What happened?
You said Ricky Starks.
Did I?
I heard it.
I think I said Ricky. I think I meant to say Ricky Starts, but
yeah.
Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat hits him with the sharp knife edge chop. It was like fucking just, you could hear it across it was fucking.
Yeah.
Greg hits a shoulder breaker, and then double axe handle on Ricky. Tries to go for the figure 4 again, but it gets stopped. Ricky then smashes his head into the canvas. He was like, ugh! Multiple times. It was great. Ricky then goes for a diving shot from the top rope for a 2. Ricky's frustration then starts to take effect as he smashes Greg's face into the corner, and it gets pulled away by the ref as the ref tries to calm him down. Ricky then pushes him away. Then would try to go for a dive.
I was like, oh no, Ricky, bad guy, no.
Ricky would then try to go for a diving crossbody, but Greg would reverse it and then grab the tights as he's getting the roll up to get the victory there.
A very, very good match for this show.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it will not get better for me.
Well, it's probably due to the fact that there's no more Ricky Steamboat.
That's literally what I said. A good match. But why the hell would you take Ricky out in the first round? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he wanted to go be a dad.
Because he's like, I can smell Richie's diaper.
I don't. If I'm not, I could be wrong, but I think this is it for him.
I think so.
Because he's gonna go to back to WCW. And it was, and a lot of that was because he felt like he was treated disrespectfully because he wanted to go be a dad.
I can't say I blame him.
If we get another shot of Trump,
we do.
And whichever wife he's with at that time, because I was like, that's not Melania. Oh, jeez. Okay, so you know how you were talking about Brutus Beefcake and the hedge clippers. So we're interviewing Coco and the Bulldogs,
and
Matilda's there. I have no idea what they were saying because I was just like, man, I can't imagine what drugs they're putting into this poor dog now.
The basis of the promo is that they're getting ready
they got her
for
back.
Matilda to kill Bobby Heenan.
Because they stole Matilda and they had just recently gotten her back because Bobby was going to have Matilda fed to the head shrinkers or the Islanders. Sorry, because you know,
offensive.
Racism. Slick and the Natural Butchery are here to take on the Macho Man.
This
and lovely
protagonist of the tournament.
This match pissed me off, and I'm going to explain just by going it. So Savage comes out.
I think me and you had the same.
So
notes.
Butch pretty much bullies Savage into the corner and hits him with the fist drop. Randy would then try to make a comeback with a suplex, but Butch just reverses it. It hits one of his own and then hits a running elbow drop. Butch then hits a diving fist drop from the middle rope. Randy looked like he was going to make a bit of a comeback, but gets again cut off with a clothesline from Butch. Butch then takes the time to jaw jack with Elizabeth, and that would allow Savage to catch him with a deadly driver from the top. Randy would then go up and hit an elbow drop for a 3 count. Savage hit 2 moves!
2 moves.
The deadly driver and then the fucking elbow drop!
He's supposed to be the...
You would never know that this man was supposed to be in this fucking night as champion with the way Butch Reed completely kicked his ass for like 4 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Vengeance.
I did not understand. I was like, oh, that's because like I guess the only other thing I was able to like reference here, because I think the only other shows we've done where it's like full tournaments are those early King of the Ring shows we've done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is not Bret Hart.
No, it's not.
Because at least in those, it was like he's fighting the bigger guys, so he gets worked over, he has to figure it out. And I mean, if the plan here is that Macho's going to the top, I don't know if Butch Reed, who's kind of like the same size as him, is the guy. Like, you could have put like the gang in here. Bam Bam could have fucking moved on.
Oh, we'll talk. We're gonna talk about him in a minute. But
Bob Uecker's back with the Islanders, and Bobby the Brain.
he's talking about Vanna again, and he has a WrestleMania book this time. Apparently, it's like a scrapbook.
And he's telling Jesse, "Look, I'm next to Vanna. You're not."
Bobby Heenan is with the Islanders. Bob pretty much is like. Bob's just pretty much talking shit to all the fucking heels on this show.
Yeah.
So, Bobby would then again take a page out of Jesse's book, talk shit about Bob Uecker and his baseball career, and says that his boys are going to make quick work of Coco, the Bulldogs, and of course Matilda.
Bob says that, don't worry, Matilda's going to have plenty to eat tonight.
Great.
This is the match that pissed me off.
So, One Man Gang, Bam Bam Bigelow. One Man Gang comes out, full jobber entrance. Bam Bam comes out, immediately gets blindsided.
And he flipped slick. In this
yeah,
One Man Gang discovered his black roots.
Yeah, he would become like, and Bam Bam accompanied by lost manager Lord Oliver Humperdinck.
So, yeah, Bam Bam gets in, immediately gets attacked by One Man Gang. One Man Gang would try for a splash in the corner, but Bam Bam would hit him with a shoulder block, a running splash, and then a crossbody. Big clubbing clotheslines knocks down One Man Gang. There are 2 standing headbutts, and then a running one from Bam Bam to One Man Gang. Looks like he's about to go for another, but Slick pulls down the top rope and sends Bam Bam to the outside. After that, Bam Bam tries to get back in, but is essentially counted out by the referee right as he's about to get back into the ring.
I was so mad. Because this motherfucker...
We got 16 matches to go through. We got, get up there.
This motherfucker was counting so fast. And then I realized that it's that piece of shit gremlin ref. I hate this gremlin referee. And my boy Bam Bam loses. To the guy who had a jobber entrance. Bam Bam's out here doing cartwheels and shit. The crowd's going crazy because also, by the way, he's a Jersey native, Asbury Park, only a few hours away from Atlantic City. One man fucking gang. Ooh.
Look, it's all about that African green, baby. But anyways.
Oh, Christ. Mean Gene is with Hogan.
Oh my God. This promo.
So they essentially just go over the entirety of the Andre and Hogan feud up until this point.
But then, so I said they explain the backstory, but then Hogan has to Hogan it up.
He does,
because he makes it a point that after tonight, when he body slams Andre, it's gonna send a ripple. It's gonna send a fissure, and the ground is gonna shatter, and it's gonna split open, and Andre's gonna fall through, and all my other 2 opponents later tonight, they're gonna fall through as well.
And they're gonna drown.
Or all of my, they're gonna drown, and also all my Hulkamaniacs and Donald Trump specifically are all going to fall in But if Donald Trump is able to swim and grab his wife and grab his kids and able to paddle all the way, but even if he starts to fall through, if he's got the power of Hulkamania, then so do my Hulkamaniacs, and I come on through, and I'm going to put them on my back, and I'm going to back paddle all the way to shore.
And then he
The fuck?
And then he proceeds to backpedal.
He backpedals out of the interview.
And he mentions Trump at least 5 times.
I feel like he had an idea of what he wanted to say and then couldn't find a way to fucking finish it.
My best part is that they talk about Trump and then he fucking backpedals and then they go back to Trump, who's signing autographs and not even looking at the camera. Like, you think they're going to cut back for his like reaction, like, he said my name. No, he's not even paying attention. This man's on drugs.
Everyone's on drugs.
That's for oh, okay. Listen, I needed that promo because I'm still.
You want to talk about?
I still don't understand.
One Man Gang and Bam Bam pissing you off. This.
I don't understand.
When you
I
told
don't
me
understand.
Last week when you said
it has
that
-2 stars.
A -2 stars from I was like from Rick Rude and Jake Roberts. I found that very hard to believe. I don't now. This was
nothing. It's 15 minutes of fucking nothing.
Extremely fucking boring. Like,
of all the matches to go, the time limit draw.
So they start off slow. Like, they start off with a bunch of calling over tie-ups, and that takes, like, a good portion of this match. And then when they do start going at it, they do it for good 2 minutes. Like, Jake teases, like, a DDT every once in a while, but Jake would get out of it. And then Rick Rude would get out of it. And then Rick Rude would then start to get heat on Jake, and that's when this fucking match goes downhill because
headlock.
The only source of heat
armbar
that fucking Rick apparently knows how to do is fucking chin locks. He apply one chin lock, and then he'd do a move, and then guess what? He'd do another chin lock, and then Jake would try to get out, and then and Rick would hit him with another move, which would transition to, you fucking guessed it, another damn chin lock.
And commentary.
Chinlock City, baby.
I couldn't fucking believe it.
And then, like, Jesse, who's, like, the heel guy, even him and Gorilla are coming to an agreement of, like, why is he taking so long with these chinlocks? You guys only got 15 minutes, you know? Why are we... Because, like, every other match at this point, I don't think has gone over 6 minutes. But I guess we needed one time limit draw. And... so fucking stupid, man.
The finish of the match, so Jake hits a short arm clothesline. And it looks like he's about to hit another DDT, but he gets stopped by Rick. Jake would then hit him with the gut buster. Rick then hits a back suplex. It only gets a 2. Followed up by a double clothesline spot that takes down both men. Because that's exactly what this match needed at this point. Rick then tries to get a jackknife pin with his feet on the rope, but the fucking time...
referee, by the way.
The time limit expires, which means the match ends in a draw, and One Man Gang gets a bye to the next round, because that's exactly what this fucking show needed. This is another One Man Gang match.
3 people have gotten byes, by the way. Because Hogan and Andre was a bye in itself.
Jake, to his credit, tried to salvage this thing by pulling out Damien and Chase.
Yeah, but then immediately ran away. It felt like 2 seconds. He didn't even hold the fucking snake.
He's like, ooh.
Well, because they know that this show is already going long. Because remember, back then, time limits meant something on pay-per-view. You had 3 hours. And then we're cutting your feet.
I couldn't believe
and
I just
because
couldn't.
then
I just couldn't believe this
the match
shit.
itself.
It's like, look, Rick Rude and Jake Roberts, I won't say like are the best like fucking in-ring workers, but they know how to work. They know how to work at least 15 minutes. So what the fuck was this?
Very, very disappointing. Gene's backstage. Vanna White finally makes her appearance. Vanna White, of course, the girl who turns the letters.
And guess who's not there?
Bob Uecker.
Me and Gene asked her about it. I was like, Bob Uecker's looking at her. She's like, I have no idea
who's
who that is.
Who is that? And he's like, oh, that's going to be funny. He's going to have a great time with that. And then we got to spend this time where Vanna White talks about all the people in the tournament. But when we get, I think, to like Valentine and Savage. And he's like, oh, you know what, Vanna, we got to hurry the fuck up. You know, just don't take forever talking about people. Essentially, she likes Hulk Hogan. He was a nice man to her backstage.
Yep.
Hercules and the Ultimate Warrior.
Which I believe this is Warrior's first Mania match?
Not only is this Warrior's first, I believe this
is Mania.
The first time we are reviewing an Ultimate Warrior match on this show. Which is crazy to think about.
No. Did we not cover him and Hogan in WCW? Did we not do that?
I do not think so.
Wait, you haven't done Mania 5?
No, 6. Oh. No, 6 we're doing next 6. Time with Jason, with CJ.
Okay.
But we didn't do 7.
Nope.
Oh, wow. This might be our first Warrior match. What a terrible way to start. This shit sucks.
So,
holy shit,
that's Jim Hillwig for you.
So,
dude, talk about slow. It's him and Hercules, and this is just we bump into each other.
Yeah,
we bump into each other. We fucking I'm stronger than you.
They run into each other a bunch of times at the start. Then it's like they do a bunch of they do clotheslines. They do a walk and brawl on the outside. Fucking Warrior just like put him in the corner. And then Hercules got him with a reverse atomic drop at one point. Warrior tried to go for a clothesline in the corner, but Hercules reversed into a full Nelson. Warrior.
They make it a point that he didn't get the fingers crossed.
Warrior would then reverse by pushing him off the corner and pinning his shoulders onto the mount 1, 2, 3. As a result, Hercules would then try to blindside Warrior and choke him with this chain, which Warrior completely no-sells and sends Hercules running. This was why? We already have these. We already have these damn tournament matches. If it's not a fucking title match, it does not need to be here.
Well, you want to talk about time? Up next is the exact same length that Rick Rude and Jake Roberts. 15 minutes of video package build to Hogan and Andre 2. Or 3, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's the entire backstory. WrestleMania 3, him turning on Hogan, the slam, Andre then getting coerced to join DiBiase. They have the match at Saturday night's main event, which is still to this day the most watched wrestling thing of all time. I think it was like 7.8 million people watched it. Of course, controversy in itself because Hogan's shoulder was technically not on the mat, but they counted it anyway. Andre wins the belt. What? Oh,
wasn't it? Yeah,
there was. Yes. This was the
how
the
much
debut of the
for the plastic surgery?
Yep, because it's David Hebner, Earl Hebner's brother, obviously, and then as Jason mentioned, Andre gives the belt to DiBiase, but Jack Tunney says, "Fuck that jazz," and we're vacated. But it's time for the rubber between Hogan and Andre here at WrestleMania 4. And holy shit, this is not WrestleMania 3 whatsoever.
I think it's Saturday night's main event match.
This is terrible.
So it starts off with Hogan running into the ring and Andre immediately kicking him while he's down. Hogan would try to fight back, but then Ted would get involved numerous times in this match to help out Andre. Hogan would tie Andre in the rope and then tear off his shirt. He'd hit a few punches, but Andre would reverse into a sleeper hold from the ground when he would try to go for another, with fucking John Moxley style. Andre would
Andre.
look to choke.
Andre sits on Hogan.
So Andre looks to choke out Hogan, but then he would just change the choke into a trappy squeeze, and then the finish of this whole thing. So Hogan gets out, it hits a few punches on Andre. There's a big clothesline from Hogan, which then he calls for the slam. He then gets distracted by Virgil and Ted, the former who brings in a chair. Hogan then grabs.
Deliberately is going to hit Andre with the chair.
So Hogan then grabs the chair and hits Andre with it, and there is no bell at first. Andre then grabs the chair from Hogan and then hits Hogan with it.
Oh, no. He does not hit Hogan. He taps.
He hits him as much as his weak, frail body will allow him to hit Hogan.
And then a bell is rung.
Then a bell is rung.
What?
Hogan then hits Andre again with the chair and chases Ted and Virgil. Ted runs away, but Hogan hits a suplex on Virgil. Hogan then runs back to the ring and hits Andre with the body slam to get at least somewhat of a pop. And then we are told by commentary that the match ended via double disqualification.
Hogan, by the way, does the entire Hogan celebration because he knows, well, this is it for the night. So,
here's the thing. As questionable as as the ending was, this was actually a smart thing to do because a lot of people who probably were going into the show were thinking Hogan's going to win. You just took Hogan and Andre out of it, so the ending is now very unpredictable. Who's going to win it? And probably a lot of people were thinking Ted. But let's go on.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I think it was a good idea for them to eliminate Hogan and Andre as early as it did because it would make the ending at least something different, something new. Because Hogan had been the main event for at least the last 3 Manias.
You said
technically he is.
Also, Adam, he says this is going to be the last time we see Hogan. Man, I wish that were the fucking case.
Well, I mean, the last time he's going to do his pomp and circumstance.
Oh, no, the fuck it's not!
Well, I'm trying not to.
So,
Macho Mania.
I was about to say, Mean Gene's Savage. Savage
Beautiful
goes on to suck off Hogan after all the shit that
man, we're undefeated, man.
I hated this. Even
we're all going to the top.
Savage starts talking about his match, and then they do a close-up on Elizabeth while he's talking, and she looks fucking petrified for whatever fucking reason.
She's not allowed to talk.
He's just fucking the most scared woman on the planet. And then Randy then asks Elizabeth.
He probably knows how much coke he just did before the damn.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then Randy asks Elizabeth if he's gonna win, and she just says, "Yeah, I think so." Like, great.
Don Morocco and Ted DiBiase.
I don't know what you want from me, dude. I don't know what you want from me.
They
worked the match. So, okay, the least I could say is that they at least sold it because Ted. This is coming like straight off of fucking Hogan running off Ted and Virgil. So Ted just comes out with his sweaty ass titties, getting ready for his match.
And Don locks him down. He's very strong. I mean, Ted realizes he's a fucking rock of a man, the original Rock.
So,
but yeah, it's very standard. It just,
So it starts. Don gets over Ted. I was about to say Don works him over. Then fucking Ted starts getting advantage. Ted would try for an elbow from the middle rope, but misses. Don would then hit a hard whip into the corner and then a clothesline. Don hits a running shoulder tackle on Ted, and it looked like he was about to go for another, but Ted stops him with a stun gun on the top rope, which then gives him the win. I don't know what else you could possibly say at this point. We're going through the motions. Yeah. Bob still can't find Vanna. Even though he was told that she was there backstage earlier. He just can't do it. But then he is joined by Demolition and
Hell yeah, these are my
and Mr. Fuji. I will say Mr. Fuji with the fucking Demolition paint. Dope as shit.
Is dope. Oh, so goated.
More
baseball references.
And they talk about they're going to take the tag titles later tonight. Cool.
Those are my again, shout outs finally, my dudes. By the time we come back, they will officially be Hall of Famers. I've been waiting so goddamn long for this.
So
Bob Uecker makes a racist reference because he says he's also never going to eat sushi because, Mr. Fuji.
Mm-hmm. So
the one man gang.
He's out here and he doesn't even have a match, but they just bring him out here to say because of what happened with Hogan and Andre, he gets a bye into the next round. Thanks. Get out of here.
Macho Man and the Valentine. It's okay.
It's fine. At least Randy did more in this match than he did the first time around. Looked a little bit stronger.
And Valentine and Macho have history because I believe it's Macho who beat Valentine for the IC title.
I believe you're right. I can look that up real quick.
So there's, history there. He did do more. Again, we're still doing a lot of making Randy though kind of not strong. It's strange. I don't understand it.
I think what they were trying to do was the underdog story for Randy getting to that title.
Which I understand, but he's fighting fucking Butch Reed in the first round, bro. He shouldn't be.
And Greg Valentine.
This shouldn't be.
Oh, okay. Greg Valentine actually lost the title to Tito Santana, who then lost it to Savage.
Oh, okay. But both men are on the outside at one point, which the referee threatens to count them out, and that terrified the fuck out of me. Greg works over the leg and tries for the figure four, but Savage gets the ropes. There's a release, back suplex, and a backbreaker from Greg that only gets a 2. Savage gets his second win, hits a back elbow, then goes up for a double axe handle, and that only gets a 2 count. Jimmy tries to distract Savage, but Savage is able to hit a suplex on Valentine. Savage goes off the top rope, but Greg counters with a punch to the midsection. Savage then goes after Greg, but runs into the ropes.
Oh, he takes a crazy rope bump. That felt very indie.
Greg then tries to lock in the figure four, but Savage counters into a small package, and that's how Savage moves on to the next round. Again, fine. It's not. It is what it is at this point. Mean Gene is with Savannah again.
And guess what they do? Again, hey, you know who Bob Uecker? Nah. Feel like I've been here. So I feel like we've been here. We've got more buys. Hogan and Andre lost. Vanna's like, I really liked that match. Bullshit, you didn't watch it.
She explains she wants Savage to win because she really likes Miss Elizabeth.
But she still likes Hogan.
Who is not in the tournament anymore.
Nope. Thank you, Vanna White. Hey, Jimmy's back. Along with the Honky Tonk Man and Sherry. That's Sherry, by the way.
Yep.
And they're here to take on Knife Pervert OG.
I wrote that down too.
This is right here. This is something I've been wanting to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so
now,
Jason.
Originally, this was not supposed to be the match. Originally, it was meant to be Honky Tonk Man versus Randy Savage.
Oh.
Randy was even supposed to be in the tournament. He was supposed to be in this matchup, and he was originally supposed to take the belt from Honky Tonk. But, I don't know how true this is, but apparently Honky Tonk Man has enough pull where he's like, oh, they ain't gonna work for me, brother.
and Macho Man becomes WWF champion.
There has to be
Yes.
a reason why he held that belt for so long. So I am inclined to agree that Honky Tonk Man has to have some fucking leverage over someone that kept him in that position for as long as they did.
And here's the thing. This entire tournament, I guess, spoiler, non-spoiler, who cares, was originally meant to go to Ted. This was meant to be Ted's coronation, and because Vince wanted one heel champion, one face champion. Well, since Honky Tonk Man didn't want to drop the damn Intercontinental title to Savage, well, we'll see in the main event.
All of this stemming because Ricky Steamboat wanted to be a dad.
Yep. Damn you, Richie.
This is a very standard heel versus face match.
I don't like Honky Tonk.
I don't like Honky Tonk Man or Beefcake or Ed Leslie in general.
I like Jimmy Hart and Sensational Sherry.
Yeah, I do too. Here's the thing. When you've already seen this match already tonight, it's just what is left to talk about. I mean, it's Brutus gets a lot of offense in the opening on Honky Tonk because he's a dweeb. And then in the end, heel wins, even though he got made to look like an idiot, because that's kind of the Honky Tonk Man's entire shtick. That's why it never made sense. But whatever.
So,
also, talk about fucking rest holds. Jesus Christ.
Big Cake won the match, but was by DQ.
Yeah, because we love to do that.
I couldn't believe it.
WrestleMania win in an Intercontinental title match, but he does not walk out with the Intercontinental title.
Because fucking what happens is that the referee gets taken out, but Brutus is still trying to fucking win the match, even though the referee knows he's been taken out.
And then he goes and cuts Jimmy's hair.
And
while this is happening, there's like 13 people in the ring checking on the referee and
Peggy Sue
not
gets
Honky
into the ring to try to wake up Honky Tonk with a jug of water to wake him up while the referee's unconscious. And then the other referees just make a decision with Brutus and wins by disqualification.
Flippers, yeah.
And
also, the referee never revives.
Bob
Andre.
Still looking
and this is the infamous moment.
So Bob was looking for Vanna. He gets interrupted by Andre. Andre pretty much admits that Ted paid him just to make sure that Hogan didn't make it into the next round. He now claims that Hulkamania is over. Then Bob tries to argue with him for a bit, and then he does the infamous choke spot.
It's very iconic. It's a good spot.
It is a good spot.
6-man tag team action. The Islanders and Bobby the Brain Heenan in a straitjacket.
Because he doesn't want to get bit by Matilda.
Against Coco Beware with Frankie the Bird, and the Bulldogs, Dynamite and Davey Boy with Matilda, who is probably on drugs. Very upsetting.
And probably had milk, because one thing that fucking Dynamite Kid loved to do was to switch Davey Boy's steroids with milk. So there's probably also milk in Matilda.
Ew.
Because Dynamite Kid's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So it starts off with mostly Davey taking it to the Islanders. Like, he beats the shit out of them. The Islanders mostly get the heat on Dynamite Kid, and then like fucking Coco comes in not Coco. Heenan gets tagged in to beat up on Coco sometimes until like he gets back up, and then it's like, oh, I'm tagging out.
Coco's like whole job.
Coco gets tagged in, hits a back body drop on Haku, and then sends Haku into Tama. Tama then hits an assisted chop from the top, and Heenan gets tagged back into work over Coco. Coco would send Bobby into the corner, hit a drop kick that would send Heenan to the post shoulder first. Islanders come in, take out Coco and the Bulldogs, and then would use Heenan to hit a splash on Coco to get the win. After that, both teams would brawl to the outside, and Davey would send Matilda to chase after Bobby to pretty much end the segment. we don't even see Bobby.
No, because they don't make it to the back in time. And clearly Matilda got Bobby, so they have to cut away, and you can clearly see there's something going on in the entranceway. And it's because they didn't make it in time. And then Jesse the Body poses.
Yeah.
That's literally the whole segment. He poses. One Man Gang and the Macho Man.
I had it written down. One Man Gang is in the semifinals and he still can't get a fucking entrance. This is fucking ridiculous.
One Man Gang has had a match.
And
has had so much time to rest.
It starts, they have a pull apart in the road. Savage would take One Man Gang, send him into the top rope. One Man Gang does a few shitty strikes and then a body slam to Savage. Try for a running splash, but Savage moves out of the way. Savage would set him against the ropes, hits him with the double axe handle that sends him to the outside, and then falls with the top rope axe handle to the outside as well. I thought that was pretty cool. But that would be
the finish.
Slick would then go after Elizabeth. One Man Gang would try something but missed. Savage after that would try to go over and hit Slick, but he tosses in a cane to One Man Gang, which he hits Savage with at first, and then he starts trying to hit him with it again, and Savage just like fucking whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, the best part is that he never connects with the cane. At least not into the first time he hits him with the cane, the referee is with Liz. Every time after that, he misses. And then the referee sees it, and he's like, oh, man, he's using the weapon. I guess DQ. Also, guess who the referee was yet again? The fucking gremlin. He has been a constant thorn in my side. So, at least this time, the guy I wanted to win by DQ, I guess, did.
One Man Gang and Slick hug for whatever fucking reason, despite the fact that they're not winning, and then Savage just takes them both out with a double axe handle.
Yeah. Vanna White's with Mean Gene. They don't even have any chance to talk because Vanna's like, I gotta go to the ringside, and that's the whole segment. And then
Bob, because Bob comes around and is like,
he comes in after, yeah.
And he's like, I've been writing a letter, just like I've been sending it to a Vance White, and they're like, no, Bob, it's Vanna White. Fucking put a knife in my neck.
Demolition with the greatest fucking theme song in all of wrestling.
Fucking match.
Take on Strike Force.
This could have been.
That's debatable right there because let me tell you something. Girls in Cars is a banger.
You know how
this match
I was.
Dude, I was right there with you because I was like, this could be the greatest tag team match of all time. I would not give a fuck. I'm ready for the show to be
It's not even that. It's that I know both of these teams can go. But we're already fucking this late into the goddamn show. Dude, these are my boys, and they did nothing.
Standard as tag team match where they work
Girls in Cars.
They work over fucking Tito for the majority of it, and then Rick Martel gets a hot tag. He takes out both the Demolition with multiple drop kicks. He locks in a Boston Crab on Smash. Tito takes out Mr. Fuji, but Axe then uses Mr. Fuji's cane to take out Martel.
More cane!
And then Smash.
We saw the cane in the last match. How are we doing this in 2 matches back to back, guys? Come on.
And then the referee gets taken out for all of 20 seconds, but that doesn't matter because Smash then just goes for the pin and gets the victory on Martel, and they win the tag titles.
Now this would start their long title run. That was then dethroned by the New Day. Hart Foundation at SummerSlam, 2 out of 3 falls with Demolition. I would go and watch because it's better than this entire show. Because Demolition fucking rule, and I was very disappointed that we don't get to talk about Demolition ever.
Maybe next time.
And this is the Demolition I had to talk about, damn it. God, thank God they're going to the Hall of Fame. Are we at the main event finally? No, because Robin Leach is back. He's got the title. Bob Uecker's back. He gets the ring introduction. Hey, guys, Donald Trump. It's been a minute since we've seen him, right?
Vanna White also comes out as the guest timekeeper.
And she finally gets to meet Donald Trump.
I was going to say Vanna finally meets Bob and she gives him a kiss.
She meets Donald Trump first. She meets Bob Uecker, and finally our storyline is concluded because they even get fucking victory theme music. And then Bob reads out the entrance for Ted DiBiase.
So yeah, Ted
and
Macho Man. So match starts, calling her will tie up.
Andre
is already getting it, like he gets involved almost immediately in this match. Ted works over Savage for a bit, hits him with a clothesline. Ted tries to go for a sunset flip, but Savage stops him and hits him with a clothesline of his own. Then hits him with the running stun gun to the outside that sends him to the outside of the ring. Looks like he's going to go for a double axe handle, but Andre stops him from doing so. Yep. And Savage is then like, fuck, I can't allow this to keep happening. He tells Elizabeth
to Liz,
go to the back. And she does.
Liz runs away.
And then he gets back in the ring. They like circle for a little bit, and like within 20 seconds, here comes Elizabeth with fucking Hogan!
And Hogan looks this confused. Like,
huh?
He's also got the red tights on.
Hogan
WrestleMania 9.
Then proceeds to grab a chair and sits so he can just look
right in front to watch.
Look at Andre in case he tries. Andre tries to get involved again almost immediately, but Hogan was able to stop him this time. Ted gives a clothesline and a suplex to Savage for a 2 count. Gut wrench from Ted only gets a 2. He then goes up top, but gets stopped by Savage. Savage tries to further elbow drop, and Ted moves out of the way. Ted then locks in the $1 Million Dream. Andre slaps Savage's hand off the ropes when he's trying to get to the ropes, which gets the referee's attention. Hogan then takes advantage to get into the ring, and hit Ted with the chair while the ref wasn't looking. Savage was
damn right.
confused for a half a second, but then goes up top, hits the flying elbow, and then gets the 3 count on Ted. Savage.
And then you would think, oh man, Savage wins. Here's your coronation as Hogan comes to give you the belt, and then grab a chair because it's still always about Hulk Hogan.
You're damn right. Savage doesn't even
we get the infamous shot of him pointing to Macho Man, where who's in the front of that picture? It's Hogan, not Macho Man.
Mm-hmm.
The man is a generational worker.
Hogan,
and also
he thinks
never gave my boy Macho a chance.
And shakes Hogan's hand at least 3 different times during this entire.
The Mega Powers one time made a man have a heart attack because they shook hands. True story.
True, actually, yeah.
They did shake hands until the fucking Miss Elizabeth gets.
So that means 3 people had heart attacks in that ring.
You would think that this is a giant fucking threesome with fucking Hogan, Savage, and Elizabeth, with the way Hogan was just attached at the hip with all. Look, motherfucker, that comes later.
Oh, dude, and then they give Liz the belt, and she looks scared to hold the title.
She doesn't know what to do, but that's...
She doesn't know what to do.
That's how the show goes off the air. Oh, my God. Oh, my...
Oh, man!
Oh, my fucking... I don't think I've done this in a while, and to be quite frank, I think the last time I did this is when, of course, Jason was on the show last time.
Hi.
But this is getting a fucking F-. This is
We do F minuses on this show.
I've only done it very fucking rarely, but I have one good time with this show, and the fact that it's near 4 hours, 16 matches, I wanted to die. I wanted to fucking die. I wanted to die so many times. There's no good reason to go back and watch this show. Fucking, not even for Steamboat and Valentine. I'm pretty sure those two could have had a better match that is not in the Fed, probably elsewhere in the NWA. Go
watch. The only thing that really matters is just the finish of the main event.
Oh my god, this is torture.
and the Hogan promo. I don't even understand still. That promo was ridiculous.
I don't usually use it, but this was literal fucking torture to sit through. My god.
I'm giving it an F as well. Sorry, Jason. But you do it on purpose. But I think if I got any takeaway from this is that I think WrestleMania 9 is treated unfairly, because I will watch WrestleMania 9 any time of the week before I ever have to sit through this. I thought WrestleMania 2 was going to be the worst WrestleMania we've watched. I was wrong.
The show made WrestleMania 9 look like fucking All In, bro.
I would watch WrestleMania 9 again right now if I had a gun to my head against this. This was torture. I've made it a point that I hate one thing more than anything, and it's boring. And to be bored during one of my favorite times, which is the 80s, where it's larger-than-life characters, what the fuck did we do wrong? How did we go wrong? Also, way too much Trump. I get it, but with a modernite context, way too much Trump. The whole Bob Uecker and Vanna White thing, I thought ran its course by the time we finally got to the payoff. I didn't give a shit. Bam Bam in One Man Gang still pisses me off. And fuck that Gremlin referee. And, like I said, I don't get to talk about my boys Demolition on here that often. This was not what I wanted to watch. F.
All right, Jason, your final thoughts on the show.
So, I have some thoughts on this show. So, I'm giving it a D-. Only because how much significance it holds to me, because I remember as a kid watching this multiple times and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only reason why. Now, the main issue with this show was that how long that damn tournament was. That first round shouldn't even happen. If anything, you just should have had the 4 initial matches: Hogan, Andre, Ted, someone, Macho versus someone, One Man Gang versus Bam Bam, or Ricky Steamboat versus someone. But that first round shouldn't have happened, because what really hurt a lot of the matches was just the time. Because it's like, what can we do in this small amount of time? And we have to, rush everything because we're on a time limit, because this is the 80s. This is when, like Adam would say, once the time limit is over, the feed gets cut. So they were always in a rush. If it had just been the 4 initial matches, and you still do the Hogan Andre, double disqualification. Ted just had to wrestle 1 match, and he gets to buy into the finals, and then Savage had to work two matches before the finals. That story will still have worked, because Ted got to the finals easier. Holt and Savage had to work towards the main event, because that's what they were originally. Because that's what they were doing with the Savage story here, was to try to make him the underdog. He had to go through all this hell just to get to the world title. But it was just too damn long.
Mm-hmm.
Just too damn long.
Too long.
And there was a lot of matches that just should have been cut that had no business being on the Mania. Demolition and Strike Force put it on there because you need something to cut off the monotonous of the tournament. And I guess because it's Warrior WrestleMania debut, I guess keep that there because it Vince. But a lot of those matches, and especially the fucking Bob Uecker shit, could have just been done away with. Either shorter or not even been a part of the show at all.
Did I really need Jesse posing?
Yes. Like I said, if the main issue was the length of the tournament, it should not have been that long. Because there's men in this tournament who know how to work. But they were given very little time to actually do anything. So that's what really hindered the tournament, was just the fact that, we have to rush it. We have to rush it instead of, like I said, initially doing just a 4-match tournament. You know, the first round, the semis, and then the finals. Have Ted DiBiase, actually work a match the first time, but then he gets a bye and then he goes to the final. Savage has to work 3 matches. Not 4, 3 matches to get to the finals. That would have been that would still have gotten the point across, the story across, and it would have given each match more time to actually give the guys something to do. But no, it had to be this big old conglomeration, and not the AEW one, but it had to be this big ass tournament because it's WrestleMania, and it's gotta be big.
WrestleMania.
But just because it's big doesn't mean it's good.
Well, there you go. WrestleMania 4 in the books.
Yeah.
Overall,
Like we said, overall an F.
Yeah, overall F
Yeah.
for the golly.
But like we said, we're taking a week off because it's WrestleMania week and there's a lot of independent shows, and we just won't have time to fit in the retro. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with the Canadian to finish out WrestleMania month. We're going 2 years later to WrestleMania 6. The Ultimate Challenge of Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. But Sahaya,
that isn't until WCW.
but I have some unfortunate news.
What's that?
Well, it is still going to be a 14-match card. Featuring such classics as Canadian Earthquake and Hercules.
Oh my God.
Rick Martel and Coco Beware. Brutus Beefcake and Mr. Perfect. The Barbarian and Tito Santana. Dino Bravo and Jim Duggan. $1 million title match between Jake Roberts and Ted DiBiase. Rick Rude and Jimmy Snuka. And a match that I don't know if we will cover or not. But this is the pay-per-view with Bad News and Piper. I don't know if we could find that. We'll figure that out. Also, Dusty and Sapphire take on Queen, Sherry, and the Macho King, and as mentioned, Hogan and Ultimate Warrior in the main event, amongst other matches. WrestleMania 6.
WrestleMania 6.
In Canada.
We'll be back in 2 weeks with CJ to talk about it. But thank God we're taking a fucking week off because I can't do it. I couldn't do it back to back. I could not do it back to back. But we will do it. It'll be on the show. So, with that being said, this is about time to transition to our final segment. But before then, Jason, please.
Yes, because I gotta go.
Please tell these wonderful people where they can find you over the internet.
Well, you can follow me at UWL_VW at Twitter.com. And you can also find me on the YouTubes to watch UWO Voltage. You can also look out for my new autobiography, Making Zahaya and Adam's Life and Living Hell with Wrestling.
Pretty bad.
He's done it a lot on this show.
Gonna be the bestseller on Temu.
WWA still scares me.
All right. Well, thank you, Jason. And for that, we are now heading on into our final segment. It's time for our pay-per-view review.
Bye. Have a great time.
All right. Well, Jason just went off for the night. As always, you can check him out at UWL on YouTube. UWL Voltage and Charge constantly coming out on that channel. So go ahead and subscribe when you can. But for right now, Jason has left us. It is now just me and Adam. And oh my goodness, it's Sean Walsh, everybody.
Oh, yeah. And I have 10 rants prepared for you guys.
Oh, good. No.
No, I don't. I have no rants prepared.
I don't feel like that's true, but we'll get to that when we get
We'll
there.
see if I'm lying or not.
Yeah.
Well, Sean has joined us tonight because we have a show to talk about. It is time for our pay-per-view review as we are going over AEW Dynasty
God, I feel like it's
2026.
only been a month.
It has been.
And God, maybe don't.
You know what? I don't even think it's been a month yet since Revolution, because that was in, like, what? The last of March? We're in the middle of April.
April, yeah, it's ridiculous, little pricey.
I'm sure we're all gonna say very nice things about parts of this show, and you guys know this. I've been of the firm belief that Dynasty should not exist.
Mm-hmm.
It is an unnecessary pay-per-view, and remove it from the calendar, please.
Just always there. That and like a few others. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, AEW Dynasty, it took place in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
You were busy.
I was busy.
So I'm assuming you've gone back to the stuff you missed on the main show.
Yes.
So you didn't watch no pre-show.
I have not. I have not watched the 0 Hour. I only know of what happens on said 0 Hour.
Sean, were you paying attention to the pre-show?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay. So we'll speed through this part then. Matches. Alex Windsor defeated Marina Shafir. I was genuinely surprised.
Was that for the? I saw her come out with the strong women's.
No,
title.
she just came out with.
She just came out with it. Okay, so they just had her beat Marina. All right, cool.
I thought this was just Marina gonna beat Alex Windsor because Marina beat everybody, but I was wrong. Sean, you had picked Marina in our prediction thing though, so you had a different idea, I guess. I mean, you had picked Windsor. I mean.
Well, yeah, I just assumed because, Bird Lady and all that, and she's been on TV, but...
No, Bird Lady's a different place.
Oh, sorry.
Shouts out to Lyra.
And then, also on top of that, so Camille's back.
Tony Khan finally realized, wow, I am paying people money to sit on the couch. What am I doing?
Not like anybody really was excited about this one. Because I'm not. I don't care still.
Because it's like Sean's. I think they're paying her like more than a amount than they usually do with their.
It's not minimum wage.
It's not. So it's like, fuck, dude. I gotta at least try.
She came out and her thing said 530 something days last time we'd seen her.
I'm like no fan of Camille. Like, I thought she did okay in the NWA, but I don't think she did anything in AEW since coming over. I also don't think
she did no favors for herself on the socials.
No, she does. She didn't. I also don't think she, to give her fair credit, I don't think she was ever really put in a proper position to succeed.
Right.
So, and then also they took her off of TV for over 500 days. and I suspect
why
that
is
they're
she
not going to
back?
follow up. I don't know.
She's got a TV show.
That's yeah.
I genuinely believe it's because American Gladiators is coming out, and here's promote her for a few weeks, and then watch her probably descend to ROH.
Probably.
It's a fresh face. She's not gonna she's gonna settle back to where she will eventually.
The issue was she came out for her match. She had no reaction.
Well, yeah, because to a lot of these people, they're like, "Oh, who's this new wrestler?
Who the fuck is she?"
Who just attacked Willow randomly.
And then it's like,
because
oh, she's also
afterwards,
got a
Willow
match.
attacked
Oh,
her.
and now we're setting up another angle. They had 3 different angles on this one pre-show. Like, you could have saved some of this for fucking Dynamite.
Yeah, the match.
Christ almighty.
Not the main event of the pre-show, which I thought it would have been. Jack Perry and Mark Davis had a really sick match, and Sean will still not give the poor man credit.
I always give Mark Davis credit.
I knew it.
I saw that coming. Jungle Jack retained the title, and then the main event of the pre-show, Divine Domination defended the tag titles over Maya World and Hyon. It was a solid tag title match that I think had any build.
It didn't. It was literally, here's a vignette
At least Mark
for
and
Maya
Jack
World and
kinda have.
Hyen on Collision, and now they're fighting for the belts on the 0 Hour.
Cool.
That's
At least
fine
the show ended.
when they weren't signed. They are signed,
Yeah.
so you can't just do these, oh, here's a video package,
Mhm.
oh, they lose, and now they're on ROH again. You gotta fucking keep them on television.
Women's tag division. At least the show went off the air at a reasonable time, and it didn't bleed over into our pay-per-view.
Thank God.
So that was your 0 hour. All in all, it was a 0 hour.
Yeah.
Now the main show. Did he die? Where did he go?
No, I'm right here. I'm waiting for you. I thought there was more to that.
No, that was it. That was a 0 hour. bro. It ended.
AEW Dynasty, like I said, in Canada, we commented Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Nigel McGuinness. I don't think has...
And Brian Danielson.
Well, Brian's later tonight.
Oh. And Don Callis.
I don't think... Yeah, Don's out here for at least the first match of the night. Because I don't think none of his boys are on the other parts of the show.
Right off the bat, as always,
Yeah,
like
they are.
do.
Andrade.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
I do like that the AEW pay-per-view stages have been evolving. They don't all seem the same. They're just they're putting bronze in different positions, but at least it's just not the same Dynamite stage like it kind of was for a year, it felt. I liked the aesthetic. It felt like the Emerald City. I was told it was something else, but I liked it. It looked like the Wizard of Oz.
So,
I just want to give the paper. I just like giving the stages credit. Come on now.
So, we start off the show with pretty much how we started the last one, with the Bucks coming out to take on Takeshita and Okada. Where if Takeshita and Okada won, Takeshita would get a shot at the International Championship. And
Okay,
Okada
so that's right.
would
See,
get
Sean,
nothing.
I was right. Ben was wrong.
Oh, dude, I can't appreciate, dude, somebody was always lying to me. I thought it was you. Apparently it was Ben. Someone needs to stick to the truth.
Well, I think it's because people are I don't think it's our fault. I think it's their fault because, one, Kyle getting hurt, I feel like, really screwed up a lot of stuff here.
Tony admitted at the scrum that Tony and Kyle both being out of action really messed up a lot of things. He had to move a lot of things around due to their inactivity.
So Don does this promo on Wednesday where from what it sounded was that if Takeshita and Okada could work together, he gets the title shot.
Right.
Mhm.
But on commentary after, not to to jump ahead though to the finish, Excalibur's like, well, that should put Takeshita in contention. Why? I thought the rule was if they had to work together to win,
Does
not
it-
just that they had to work together.
That was actually because, like, one, they lost. How would that put him in fucking contention for the title?
lose.
And
Definitively
two, he
lost.
beat fucking Okada. The fucking got pinned by one of the Bucks. Supposedly,
Yep.
if that is the case, either Nick or Matt Jackson should be the next ones in line for a shot at the International Championship.
Yep.
Outside of all that confusion, a very fun start to the show. Okada got to do Okada Jackson spots, but very funny.
So happy that the Bucks remembered that they are the Young Bucks,
The Bucks.
again, because this is 2 straight back-to-back banger-ass matches on pay-per-view where they're just finally getting back into their groove, finally remembering how good they are. The fucking stuff between Okada and Takeshita, and look, I'm as sick of this fucking feud as anybody else. It is very fun to see them interact, and like, if the whole thing was to put them as a tag team, like, I'd be all for it, but like, it's still to continue down to an eventual maybe singles match for the title that we're probably not going to see for another 2 to 3 months.
Yeah. See, I really hope, because I agree with you, look, I do like the little bits where they're like, oh, the tension, oh, they almost hit each other and all that, but I also want them to get the fuck on with it already. So, and I hope if they're smart, the Don Callis family should stomp the fuck out of Takeshita on Wednesday.
They should. They
Especially
should.
because of how it ended.
He
Yeah.
literally walked away from the match.
No.
Yeah.
It's not that he walked away. He grabs Nick's leg when they're gonna do the Meltzer driver, and then goes, "No, you go right ahead. You
No,
can have
it's
fun
fine.
with that.
No, you got it.
Yeah, you go ahead. You got it."
Right. Like, and then the one issue you would normally have is, oh, what is Kyle Fletcher going to do? Well, Kyle Fletcher's injured. He's not going to be there.
It looks like
So
he's
you
out
don't-
for the rest of the year. So
Right. So you don't have to worry about that. I really hope that that's the plan. It probably isn't. It's probably going to be, well, you need to apologize and blah, 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 and, weird looks for another 3.5 months. But, like, that's what should happen. And if it does, great, because this match happening in Double or Nothing should be the plan.
But other than that, yeah, I just very much fucked with this match. I mean, they
Great.
had fucking great chemistry. They did a lot of shit in this match. Nick Jackson
Okada
had
and
the,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say Nick Jackson had a fucking dope ass hot tag spot in this match at one point. Like I said,
He's one of the best hot tags.
there's a point where they both are in like sharpshooters, I believe, and Okada and Takeshita
They start
start
smacking each
slacking
other.
each other.
That was awesome.
That was pretty fucking
He's like,
good.
you don't fucking tap. They both get hit with each other's finishers.
Mhm.
So we continue all that build. Like I said, we get Okada Jackson, with very funny.
He finally got to live out that bit in real life.
He's
Yep.
he's wanted to be a young buck for his whole life. He finally got to do it. But then, like we said, towards the end, they set up for the Meltzer driver. Looks like Takeshita might save Okada. And he says, nah, forget it.
Good.
They hit the Meltzer driver. Okada gets pinned. I was kind of surprised because I thought we were just going to do Okada and Takeshita. But I guess they can still get to that. Maybe someday. My concern is, okay, so the Young Bucks win. And you would think, okay, so they should not get the next shot at the tag titles. We'll get to that.
After that, we got
Here comes our first rant of the night.
a
I can already tell.
special singles match between Ricochet and Jericho. This was set up on the last edition of Dynamite, where Jericho apparently had a contract where not only
Yep.
did he get a match at Dynasty, but he also got to pick his opponent.
Whoever he wanted.
and because Ricochet came out and was bald, he decided
Yes.
to pick Ricochet and put him on the list. The list is
And-
back, by the way.
The list is... And he's also just Jericho.
He is Jericho. Even
No
though
Chris.
No Chris.
Even though they do call him Chris Jericho on commentary.
So apparently it's both, but he is just Jericho.
Uh-huh.
So I guess anytime he will do anything, it's Jericho. But I guess Excalibur can call him Chris.
This all seems very unnecessary. Just take your first name back.
He's Prince.
Shut up.
So I watched this. Sean watched this. Other people that we've had on this show were watching this, but you didn't see this one live.
I was just like the opener. I was late. I didn't watch it until I went back to watch the first 3 matches I missed.
I would love to hear your opinion, since it'll be the freshest one.
So you guys told me about it, and it's like, obviously this got a lot more, praise online than I think most people were thinking. But I don't know. The match is good. I wouldn't say I had a problem with the match, even though there's a middle section of this match where they're doing nothing. They're just fucking
the headlock
central, brother. Even
Ricochet, but it's on purpose because look, I put my hair on your balls, man.
Now he's got hair.
I'm like, dude, you did this 10 minutes ago.
There's absolutely no reason for this match to be. How long was it?
20 minutes.
Near 19, 12.
Yeah, insane.
Could have gone a straight 12 minutes, gotten the same reaction, would have gotten the same all that other stuff, and good and go. There were good spots. I liked the code breaker spot, and I liked and look, for the most part, Jericho looked energized.
Why was he in pants?
What were they doing?
Adam was obsessed with the pants throughout the whole match.
I thought he looked like a scrub. Why was he wrestling in pants?
Was he not wearing pants the last time he was here?
No, see, you guys are getting confused with these baggy fucking tights that he used to wear. He was straight up in fucking disco pants. With his ass bedazzled, with his name bedazzled on his ass, and
Adam, do you see what he comes out with now?
Dude, his gut was hanging over his belt. I couldn't look away. Terrible look. Sorry. Continue.
The only thing I was happy about is that Ricochet did beat him with the spirit gun, and then proceed to beat him.
He beat him with the
Oh,
so yes.
I am all good with that. My problem isn't with the match, though. It's never with the match. Because it's not like Jericho was just completely incapable of not having good matches after the last run that he had. He was incapable of having great matches, but he could have a good one, a solid one here and there. My problem is what's going to happen after this match. Because if this is just a one and done, Ricochet beats Jericho and then we move the fuck on, great. But if so help me God, if we do another segment between Jericho and Ricochet on Dynamite, I know where this is going, and that means we're getting 6 more months of Ricochet and Jericho, and that's something I don't want.
Don't you understand? Ricochet has 2 friends. Jericho used to have 2 branches.
Could happen.
Sean?
Alright. So, this was the worst match of the entire show. I don't care what stupid fucking I only support things because I support the letters say online. This was not good. This was not a good match. I do agree with Sahaya, the code breaker. That was really good. And there were bits and pieces where it's fine. Like Jericho definitely is in better shape now than he was a year ago. But he is still 55 years old. And I'm not even trying to hold, look, he's in better shape than most 55-year-olds. But he's 55. He's slow. He's going to move slow. And I definitely noticed it here. And there were points where I was just waiting. And about 9-10 minutes into the match, I said out loud, I'm done with this match.
He did say that, yeah.
And it just kept going and going and going and going. And I think a big part of the problem with it, too, is this match doesn't have any heat. This match got set up on Wednesday.
And they're in Canada.
They,
so
I was
obviously,
about. They were completely
Yeah.
relying on the fact that it was going to be in Canada. It was going to be a big
see,
crowd.
but I
and
think
they're gonna-
that's your issue of like where do we go from here in terms of the story. My issue is we have not seen him yet in the States.
Yeah.
We've only
I
had him in Canada. Is like when they go to fucking Ohio or wherever they are, to Washington on Wednesday. Is Washington going to give him the same reception, or is he going to get mixed? You know what I mean?
I'm sure it'll be a good reception, but it's not going to be what.
Or are
was
we
tonight.
we did what you said, and it's oh well, if we just have him go with Ricochet, the crowd's obviously going to cheer Jericho.
Right. I don't think it's going to be a case where Jericho, at least in the near term, is going to start getting booed. I think he'll probably get cheered. But this match was heavily carried because, home field advantage. If you take this exact match and, like you said, you put it in Ohio, the people are quitting on this match before it's over. And it's
like cool. They'll sing Judas. He comes out. Everybody's having fun. But then 10 minutes in, this shit's still going. They're like,
like the
to
third
bathroom.
time
you
he starts
guys-
putting his hair on Ricochet's head. Like we're like,
Oh,
all right,
dude,
we
I
get
was-
it.
That's
you
when I
guys
was like,
don't
I
have
was
to
done.
worry about that because we'll be sure to run this back at Double or Nothing, and then
Well,
fuck
okay.
it.
I
then
will
all
guess
out.
be
And
when
then
I'm there
all
in
in.
the stands buying a T-shirt.
I'm starting to wonder though, like, because you might be right. The Jericho run is usually, hey, can I get 6 months out of this, and maybe I'll put you over like one time, but like, which probably means Jericho's beating Ricochet the next 8 times they wrestle. But like,
Well, no, he's got to beat him once, and then like I said, he'll get the learning tree back together, and then they'll beat him in a trio, and then we'll just keep it going and going and going. But even though Jericho at one point just dog walked 3 men in this, and I didn't believe any of that, especially when one of them is fucking Toa Leona.
I still don't trust Jericho. I
don't either.
I'm still not convinced that he is a babyface. I think
you mean in kayfabe, okay.
And kayfabe. Well, I always don't trust Chris Jericho, but like I think because I wonder if it's going to be a case where he is going to lose a couple matches, and it's going to be a case where he snaps and whatever. Because everyone always wonders what is the next Jericho character, and he really didn't do anything different. And hell, he was bringing back old gimmicks.
Well, I was gonna say that's his gimmick. Is nostalgia is the character now.
Well, maybe that's going to be the thing. Maybe it's going to be he's going to be doing nostalgia stuff, and then it doesn't work. And I also feel like AEW could use another top heel. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see, but I don't buy it. I think he's got something up his sleeve.
I don't know, man. I just think, and then outside of the match, not saying names, but we know, but also all of them. Anybody who's like, oh, if you didn't like it, you're just hating. I don't think that's the way to look at it.
Can we agree on this? The finish was lackluster.
Oh yeah, because like he hits the spirit gun, because they set it up as if, oh, okay, so Jericho's gonna get the knees up because he hits it, and then the gates are like, nah, do the lion salt, and then he does the lion salt, and then he just beats him.
Yeah,
That was like clearly a setup for he gets the knees up, he hits the lion salt, and then Jericho wins.
maybe if they spent
It's weird.
like a couple weeks on TV, and maybe the story was like Ricochet being
1
like,
week.
I can do your stuff better than you kind of deal, like maybe it would have hit more. But it just felt like a move Ricochet, like this is a move that Ricochet probably has done in most of his matches just as a move.
He does
And-
the code breaker, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Yes.
which if anything, that would have made more sense at least, because
It's a recoil.
right. But like it was just like, oh, this match is over, and oh, Ricochet won. All right, and then me, thank God this match is over. So like.
I will agree that this is the weakest match on the show.
Well,
By
if
far.
you ask Cage match, it's not.
I ain't ask Cage match. And who gives a fuck about Gabe Kid?
Wow. Okay. That's so rude.
Next match.
Pick up the pace here.
Darby
One
Allin
of my favorite matches.
taking on Andrade El Idolo. This match kicked.
Why is Sahaya lying to himself on this podcast?
Producer
ass.
Josh.
What are you acting? He was here earlier.
Well, he hasn't said anything since we started.
Mm.
You're in the middle of the review, so.
I mean, you would chime in if you'd like. But this match was top 3 for me of the night.
I love.
It's everything I wanted, dude.
What in the
Idolo
heck?
does the pose in the ropes, and Darby
just runs
not
out.
many
I'm
people-
so happy that he just
Somebody
just
finally
ran at him.
just said, screw it, instead of being like, what? Just react. No, Darby went, fuck this, and just torpedoed him. He did a leg drop onto the chair. Mr. Samoan Joseph probably not happy about that, but he not there to tell him no.
That fucking Samoan drop thing that turned into a fucking choke.
No, we were talking about the fight. Were you talking about the drop kick on the stairs?
The stairs.
Yeah, because why?
And then he also does one to him while he's sitting in the chair too. That was.
Have you not learned from history?
It's this man also. Oh man, there was a lot that happened.
Andrade got a chance.
When Andrade was like making, kissy face with the lady, and then fucking just Darby out
tosses-
of nowhere, just fucking GTA spawns. Now he's here. I think we were all saying, like, how is this man, like, his biggest injury was a fucking ankle injury. Got hit by a bus.
Andrade suplexing him to the outside.
Oh my god.
A fucking thud that it makes when he hits the fucking
Andrade
canvas.
taking a take your pants off chant, and him taking his pants off getting a pop.
Oh, so we gotta, Sean, you could talk about this.
What,
Okay.
because he's the wrestler that horny?
So
Because he's the one who actually pointed it out, and pointing is an understatement.
I wasn't the only one pointing.
Oh,
You're talking about
Oh.
his massive erection.
Dude, he
Yeah.
busted Darby Allin open.
That dude, I don't know if he just, loves wrestling that much, or if he was like, you know what, I got a show for the ladies, but that dude was hard as fuck.
It also didn't help that it was like these bright ass yellow tights.
Yup.
And so like
You
it looked
could
like
tell.
a banana.
you could tell he had wood.
Dude,
Dude,
he
he-
hits the double cool sick moonsault that he does, and then Darby gets up and he's bleeding, and we all went, his dick fucking busted his rib cage, and Walter's all like, no, he was bleeding before. I was like, nah, that's not the story we're going with. But speaking of, I'd loved this match. Could have been higher, but guess who I'm not putting blame on for them? That's not the wrestler's fault. Production, dude. How did we do this again?
Oh yeah. So like
We did this again.
So there is a spot where after fucking Darby hits or he tries to go for the code red, Andrade reverses it into that back elbow of his for a 2 count.
Which
And
is
they're like,
incredible.
whoa, that was so cool. We gotta show it again. And they do. And right as they're doing it, they're in the middle of the fucking end of the match where Andrade tries to go for the DM. Fucking Darby trips him up, catches him with the what does he call it?
The Last Supper.
The last supper, and then right when we get back from commercial, 1, 2, 3, the match is over.
Dude,
Why?
I was upset because he killed Darby with the elbow, and we were all like, "Oh, let's see a replay," because it was dope as shit. And they start showing the replay, but then I noticed that they cut the replay off before he even hit the elbow. And I'm like, well, why did they do that? And then I look immediately at the screen, and fucking Darby's doing a 2 count. I'm like, wait a minute, and then 3, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was so pissed.
They did this with Hangman and Fletcher back it all out, and I didn't
Yep.
like it then. And doing it now, like, just wait. If you know that's the finish, just wait for the fucking finish.
You're
and
gonna
then
show the replay.
Show the
It's
replay.
gonna happen. Give it a minute.
And
I was so mad. I'm so
I don't
mad.
know. I don't know who exactly is at fault here. Is it a case that production knew and then forgot? or were they not told? If they're not being told, they need to be told.
They do.
Because this is bad. Because it's like, oh shit, what the hell? Like, the finish should feel impactful, and when it's coming out of a replay like that, it doesn't. So please fix this, because this is far from the first time it happened. I will say, though, I know it hurt for you, Adam, at the end.
Oh.
This was my favorite match of the night. It's a
wow.
match I like, because there's other matches that I liked. I mean, I liked the opener too, but like where I was like, okay, well, I didn't like this one thing they did or whatever. No notes, like production notes, but for the wrestlers, no notes. I think they wrestled like a perfect match, and I mean, Andrade, I really think is like a top 5 wrestler in the world right now. He can do no wrong.
No.
For the love of God, stay in AEW, please.
It was my second favorite match of the night, so
he needs to stay in AEW.
I enjoyed another match more.
Also, with that, Darby because I'm not gonna remember segments and where they were on the show, but Darby after this match was over, had a backstage segment later in the show, pretty much confirming that with his new number 1 contendership, he will be cashing in his title match at the next edition of Dynamite, which is taking place in Everett, Washington, where he pretty much grew up and started his wrestling career at the Buddy Wayne Academy. So
we'll get more into that later.
But now, AEW World Tag Team titles. FTR defend against Cope and Christian. This was so much better than their fucking all-out match that they had last year. This is exactly what I wanted the last time. More blood, more grit. It felt like two teams. What?
I don't know if that was intentional, because
but it helped. It helped so much with this match, and I'm glad that it did happen, because the visual of with Cope with fucking blood just pouring down his face was a great visual. Helped out this match a lot. I thought Cope looked good here. I thought Christian looked good here. FTR obviously are on top of their game, as always. I will say the heat segment with Christian got a little tedious near the middle portions, but I thought like all the near falls with Cope and Christian, where it looked like they were actually going to have it. There are like 3 different times where it looks like Cope and Christian because I remember Cope hits a spear on one of them, and then Cope and Christian hit like a fucking Shatter Machine, and then Cope
they hit the 3D.
Oh yeah, they hit the 3D. That's what they do. And then fucking Cope hits like a double spear on both of them at one point. I was like, oh shit. But in the end,
I was genuinely surprised by the finish.
FTR take care of Christian. There's like a little roll-up spot with Cope, which then they turn into a Shatter Machine. And 1, 2, 3, FTR retain their tag titles at the show. I thought this was good. I thought this was good shit.
I was very surprised. I thought for sure it was going to just be Cope and Christian win. You do the Bucks and Cope and Christian at Double or Nothing, and then you lead to TLC at All In.
I think the number one reason that I think, and I assume the same thing, is the show's in Canada. So, because if you take this show, you put it somewhere else. You put it in the United States. You would think, oh, well, Edge and Christian won the first match. So if you're gonna get a 3-match series, because they took a 6-month break, and
well,
Cope had to go film a TV show, and Christian said, "Well, I guess I'll just go home." And
I mean, hey,
kudos to him. But so for that, it makes sense. But I just figured Tony Khan would have looked at the situation and thought, Edge and Christian win the tag titles again in Canada would have been too much to pass up on. But ballsy move, he said.
Very ballsy.
And I don't hate it. I think, you know what? I think FTR needed the win.
They did.
I hate one aspect.
What's that?
and that's what happened earlier in the night, and that was so the Bucks won.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need another FTR and Bucks match this soon.
I don't think we're like. Do you mean Double or Nothing?
I mean, what other tag? Unless you were running this back,
I think that's what happened. I think we're running this back.
like a stipulation, or just straight up. Because I feel like you got to save the ladder match for the 3-way at All In. That's got to be what we're leading to.
Maybe two out
That's
of 3.
Wembley.
Maybe like 2
2
out of 3
falls.
Oh, I can see 2 out of 3.
That's very
Yeah.
old school for them, yeah. And that's
FTR
how they
loved
can
that,
get their. And then Cope and Christian, if they win, technically would get 2 falls, which would tie it up again, which could then lead to your final blow-off match.
Yeah,
Actually,
think
that's a pretty good. That's a good shout.
that's probably what it is.
All right.
I think you do the Bucks, probably do something else. But they're obviously.
Because I was gonna say, that was my whole thing. Is like they won.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing with the Bucks?
I'm sure they'll figure out something. But I just can't. I can't see them being this close to All In and not holding off for the triple threat match for that show. Like, if they can hold off for Takeshi and Okada for like 2.5 years, they can hold off 2 months for this one.
But that's my thing then. Do you save the Cope and Christian win for the Wembley pop, or do you just do it in New York?
I think you do it in New York, and because I think it's that, and then you do the triple threat, and then you get Cope and Christian against the Young Bucks coming out of Wembley. I think we're stuck with these 3 teams in the mix for probably till at least September.
The fall.
So
I enjoyed it.
Right.
Ballsy finish, though. Ballsy finish.
Well,
look, I'm a sucker for Rumble type matches. My 3rd favorite match of the show was the Gauntlet.
Good Gauntlet.
I thought this shit was so much fun. They had all the right participants. Bowens, I guess, was there. But I thought everybody else had a lot of good. I thought the biggest thing about this one in particular was I felt anyone really could have won.
Yeah.
Like, they could have given it to a member of the Death Riders just to have another belt in their, group. Fucking El Clan, why not? He's fucking on fire right now. Bandito's always a shout. Giving it back to Ciampa. Maybe not Roosh.
It just seemed like there was one person in particular that they have been championing since, almost since he's gotten into the company. So it's it felt like if there was going to be any moment to do something, it would be right here, considering the circumstances of it. And look, I'm very happy that they fucking did it, because good God, fucking. So this Gauntlet was dope as fuck. It started with Ciampa and Roosh. They beat the shit out of each other. Slowly, everybody else comes in. You had the Death.
Bandito came out, yeah.
El Clan came out. He did a lot of cool fucking shit on it. It's just Bandito came out, fucking great. We had the Death Riders being represented by Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac, with the pay-per-view trunks this time, which I guarantee you he's going to turn back into fucking singlet the next time we see him.
I hope not. El Clan revealed eyes.
He did. He has eyes now. I was like, what the fuck?
Because he's evolving.
This virus.
The clone. Did you not see? He had a Mystico mask on Collision. He's changing forms.
The virus is spreading.
I love it. They're like, shit, holograms hurt. Figure something else out. Why not?
Bowens did come out, and he felt like the only one in this match that felt like a guy, unfortunately.
Because he is a guy.
You're right.
And he has felt like a guy since the Acclaimed broke up. What, almost 2 years now?
Yeah.
And then
where is Max Caster?
Well, I know they wrestled on an indie show, but that was the extent of it.
Yep.
Awesome.
But then we got the Jet Speed. Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey made their way into the ring. There's like a bunch of spots happening everywhere. There's like a thing where, I think it was Klon, I believe, who was going for the pin at one point, and then he gets kneed in the face by Ciampa. Ciampa hits like a fucking Project Ciampa on one of them. Looks like he's about to get the finish. And then fucking Bandito comes out of nowhere and hits that fucking 21-plex from the floor onto Ciampa. Which,
so much better.
It's so much. It's like night and day how much better that shit is when it's like.
And I believe
on
something
the
was coming
floor.
out after that.
Like, I get that you can't hit that on like everybody. Like maybe like bigger dudes like Brody or Shelton and shit. But like that's not gonna fly. But like you could definitely have that set up with guys like his size, because he's proven that he's more than strong enough to and capable enough to do so. But like the finish of the match pretty much saw it was like Wheeler and Garcia go they took out someone, and then Garcia put the Dragon Tamer on Speedball, and it looked like he's about to get the victory after pulling him back into the middle of the ring. And out of nowhere, fucking Kevin Knight with the UFO splash from like halfway across the ring onto Garcia, goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Knight is the new TNT champion. I was so fucking happy. Like,
I'm cool with this.
I love it.
It's
the person I wanted to win apparently wasn't there for personal reasons, even though Zahaya tried to warn us, but we were all not listening to
No,
him.
he would have been the next entrant, but the match.
well, actually, apparently Leo Rush was in here, but he didn't come out.
God.
Yeah, he was like entrant 18 or something like that. So
I was just not just on for Kevin Knight. I'm happy it's a new champion, a fresh person with a belt. That's what the TNT title really should have always been.
Yeah, and you know what? I got to give credit, because there are a fair amount, and some of them are in this match, of people who at one time had quite a bit of momentum in AEW, just refused to follow up, and has led to them losing their momentum. And it's a shame, because some people will blame the wrestlers instead of the booking. But to the point when Kevin Knight came into AEW, I think it was around Dynasty last year.
It was.
Yeah.
And he had that great match with Will Ospreay, and I remember it was like, wow, this is great, but like I feel he's going to end up in the same position as a lot of these other people, because that's just how it works. But he so far he has not.
Jet Speed was the best thing for him.
It was. Look, they didn't win the tag titles, but they always had a spot on the show.
They got the trios.
They got the trios.
Twice.
They worked
Kevin Knight.
They worked a lot with the TV main event.
Yes. Which, at least, you know what it did? It kept, like, people were always seeing them.
Yep.
So, and that helps, because people get behind you. You get to see more. And then Kevin Knight got the chance to shine in the Continental Classic this year. And I remember at the time, we're like, oh, I really hope they just follow up on this. It can't just be good showing in the tournament. And he was getting singles wins on TV. And obviously, like you said, they won the trios titles twice. And, they dropped the trios belts, and here we are. Because before the Kyle Fletcher injury, like my, wishful booking would have been Kyle Fletcher dropping the title to Kevin Knight, because I think that is to me, that's a future AEW World Title pay-per-view match, probably a couple years down the line.
Right.
And I'm glad that they didn't wait. I'm glad they just said, you know what, this is going to be one of our guys. We're putting the belt on him, and they should.
Something we were complaining about like a year ago too. Younger talent have been utilized more lately in AEW.
They have,
which is good. It's no longer the old man game like it felt like last year.
Right. And look, I get it. You got to have your established names and all that and your older faces, but to a point, and they have to be used to help build up the next generation. Kevin Knight is a guy, if they're smart and they're able to keep him all this time, he could be a big player for the next 20 years of AEW in theory. So like, why not wait? I don't believe in the whole, who is it, like, was it Mark Henry or whatever, who was like,
15 years, you gotta wait 15 years, Siobhan.
Why wait? Like, if someone has it, give them a chance and let.
I feel like that used to be a thing.
It did.
And then something changed.
I think, it's very easy sometimes to get scared, and we've mentioned it a few times. There's a few decisions here where Tony Khan said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance. It was a ballsy decision, and sometimes those decisions pay off, and I think this is one that will. And as long as Kevin Knight is someone who is a TNT champion that defends the title on pay-per-views, is a constant face on TV, which he has been prior to winning the title, I have every expectation he's going to go on a good run here with the title.
Well, Sean, you're in luck.
No, I'm not.
Because this Wednesday, you get to see him have his first defense against your favorite wrestler in the world, Claudio Castagnoli.
Hey, we're going to find out if Kevin Knight can carry Claudio. We're going to find out this Wednesday.
Bro. Oh, man. I'm so
Moving on. Okay. My favorite match of the night was the women's title match. These two beat the shit out of each other. Fuck the crowd. I don't give a shit.
I mean, if you want to take like the same thing we just said about Kevin Knight, you could pretty much apply that same
Tekla
to Tekla.
That's my girl.
Because she went from mid-card, like probably fourth important in her stable over in Stardom to like legit face of the women's division in in under a year.
I remember
insane.
I feel like we mention this every time we've talked about it. Of me having this like bad mojo I've heard about in Japan, you being like not a great run in Stardom. Fuck all that. Japan's not always fucking right, Dave.
I mean, you want to, again, with Japan's not always right. I mean, Kevin Knight was just a tag team dude in New Japan while he was there.
Jamie Hayter, the same.
Kevin Knight said in the scrum that this was his first singles title, like, of
Ever.
any kind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Insane.
They couldn't even give him the junior title, but that's back onto the women. Tekla's fucking rules.
These two, it's
Triangle
like
for life.
Adam said, these two just beat the piss out of each other.
I
was
loved it.
So
Dude.
great. There's like
Tekla booted Jamie in the face at least 3 different times in the ropes.
she boots her on like when
Holy
they're
shit.
on the fucking stage and just pushes her right down and fucking Jamie goes tumbling. There's another spot where she boots her in the face and just sends her like completely out of the ring. It's like, oh
Also,
my
the
goodness.
start was awesome. Jamie just right out the gate with did she hit the lariat first and then Tekla hit the spear?
Yes.
Just fucking hell yeah, we're going fast paced. Everybody's mentioned it. The crowd, once again, kind of didn't care. Fuck them. Whatever. You just have to deal with it at this point.
It is what it is. But
I thought I want to see these two fight again.
Dude,
I will say
fucking
this
transition where Tekla goes into her spider crawl and Jamie catches her into the tombstone pile driver. It was such a good spot. It was such a good fucking spot.
This was, as I alluded to when Tony was on the scrum, was another match that was affected because I think it was supposed to be Tekla and Tony.
Yes.
So her and Jamie have had a bit of build. It's mostly been collision. There's a drunk Tekla promo that made waves.
Because you could
I don't
clearly
give a shit. She's
clearly
dope
see
as fuck.
that they were preparing the Birds for a tag title.
The tag title
match, which they still might get, but they're like, fuck, we need Tekla to fight someone at this show.
I'm cool with it because this match kicked ass. Sean, you haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, no, I second everything you said. This match was really good, and I really didn't know like what to expect. Like, obviously they're great, but I just don't really remember a lot of like the TV, and it might have just been because I missed it. I don't always get a chance to catch the full shows, and I thought they did a great job, even in spite of the crowd doing what they do.
To the only
Look.
women's match on the main card, by the
Let's look.
way.
Anyone who's been to an AEW show
You know.
knows what happens.
Sean,
and
it's not even AEW. Go to any wrestling show.
I mean, that's fair. And look, it's
Unless
terrible.
it's the indies.
Right. And it's a terrible, terrible thing. That it happens, because it shouldn't. It shouldn't happen, and I feel bad that it does. But man, does it. And I think in spite of that, I think they did the best with what they could, and I really appreciate them like trying to keep Tekla strong here, because it'd be very easy to position her as like a transition, not important champion.
No, they're
And
keeping it on her.
yeah,
I'm
they
happy
have
about
it.
that.
I think it's great.
I know I'm gonna have to, swallow my pride, and even though she wrestled for about 3 months, I can't say Toni Storm will be Women's Wrestler of the Year in 2026. Which, for the last time on this show, I won't be able to say that, but that's depressing. At the moment,
Christ.
Tekla, right now, Tekla though is taking home that fucking prize for me 100%. She has won me completely over. The whole triangle. Fucking the Triangle of Madness rules. We've always championed Julia, so we're keeping it proud here on the pod. Match ruled. I don't give a shit. I want it again.
All right, well, time for Sean's
Sean's
second
second
rant
rant.
of the night. It is time for
I
the
knew it.
AEW Continental Championship match between Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay. I just want to say, for anybody else goes, I did go back and rewatch this match because I was unsure of it the first time around. Going back, I did find myself enjoying the majority of the match. The shit at the beginning, very fucking good. Ospreay coming out of the gate and just killing Mox with the fucking, not just one, but he hit him with like three different hidden blades to start the match off. Just to really signify that this isn't a wrestling match. These two are out to fucking kill each other. I very much like that. And then there's a spot where fucking Mox hits him with a fucking pile driver on the steps. Like, good. That's what this match should be. Mox literally tried to kill this man in fucking England all that time ago. Ospreay should be trying to do the same. I don't have a problem with that. My problem lies on the start felt like it was being led by Ospreay. And then near the end, I mean, not being led by Ospreay, but being led by Mox. But in the end, it felt like we got into a lot of Ospreay's bad habits.
I think the pile driver on the steps is the turning point to the Ospreay, because after that, motherfucker doesn't sell shit.
We do that spot where it's like okay, like fucking reversing all the moves, and then of course we do the thing where he goes for the Os Cutter, Mox counters it, hits him with the paradigm shift, and he pops to his feet and hits a hidden blade before he goes down.
Oh no. It's a very theatrical hidden blade. He spins with it.
Look, man. I don't necessarily have an issue with the spot in theory. But my issue with the spot is that, say, for instance, Omega, we do the thing with the one-winged angel. And, like, Omega's whole thing is, like, someone wherever, if ever, kicks out of that fucking thing. Like, he hits you with that shit, you're going down. Like, that's the end of the match. My thing with this wouldn't be so bad, but Ospreay does this type of thing like almost every single big pay-per-view match that he has. None of it does not feel special when he does it. And that's it is like, I can almost see it coming from a mile away. And that's not a good thing. And then, of course, there's like the finish of the match where where fucking Mox hits 2 more paradigm shifts after Ospreay comes back in the ring, and then Ospreay kicks out of that. And so Mox just picks him up, hits him with another lifting Death Rider. 1, 2, 3. Mox ends up winning the match. And like, if that were the case, why even like you should have just did the fucking 2 paradigm shifts, and then he hits the fucking Death Rider to
That's what I thought it was gonna be.
to get the 3 count. I don't understand the thing where it's like, oh, kick out of 2 big moves and then hits another one and then doesn't. Like, that just, it's anticlimactic. The whole thing felt anticlimactic. I still like the match. A good majority of it is still very good. The finish is just, it's not the best.
I remember that spot you were talking where he hits it and then he popped up to hit the the Hidden Blade. Was the second time of the night where I audibly heard Sean go, "I'm done with this match." And with that, Sean, transition.
Before you go, Sean.
Oh, Joshua.
I know you about to tear it apart. I would just like to say, there's a reason why you should slow things down just a bit. You don't want to get into a habit of repeating the no-selling spot in all of your matches back to back. You don't want to get into that habit, because then you kind of ruin the fun and mystique of your matches. Now Sean can just tear it apart.
I want to be very, very clear, and I want, like, Adam, Zahaya, you guys tell me if I'm telling lies here.
You're telling
I
me.
love Will Ospreay.
Oh,
I'm a
we all love
big
Will Ospreay.
I am a big Will Ospreay fan. I always I've been a fan of him for a long time. I like his matches a lot. He's like, if I had to like list who are like my favorites in like modern wrestling, he is among the list. With that said, Will Ospreay, to Zahaya's point, Will Ospreay has bad habits, and when he is given full control, it hurts these matches. There's times where he has these 40-minute matches, and then for the first 30, 35 minutes, it's great. And then he does something at minute 35, and you're like, why? Why? Why did you do that? And it hurts because now I'm like just waiting for the finish instead of like being happy about this big moment. And the good news is this didn't go 40 minutes.
Thank God.
It went just under 20, but unfortunately, the first 10 minutes of this match, I think were great. I thought it was awesome that Will went in there immediately, Hidden Blade. Like it's something you don't really see this all the time from Will Ospreay, and I really think it set the tone. I thought they were doing some great shit. But then it was when things started when they just started to kick out. Like I lost count. I don't know how many Hidden Blades Will Ospreay hit in this match.
Oh, he hit a lot. I think Zaya at one point was like, it was like the 10th one.
Like,
because he hits
it's
3
your
right out the gate,
finisher.
and then he just the man loves hitting his finishers. That's his whole moveset.
It's a great finisher, but it doesn't mean anything if it requires 10 of them and you still lose. So all the Hidden Blades not being the finish and that was ridiculous. The moment where I said I'm done with this, where it was the paradigm shift and then he pops up Hidden Blade. Like, the biggest problem isn't even that itself, which is bad. That's really bad. That should never happen. But I could almost let it slide if they just laid there for at least a minute. They didn't. They got up right away. They moved on to the next spot. Like, you both got hit with finishers. You should be dead. You should be laying there on the ground. Like, this is not me trying to be old man yelling at clouds. Like, sell. Make the moves mean something. If you're going to do something like that, lay on the ground. Like, at least there's we'll get there. There's a spot in the main event where they do something totally fucking stupid, but at least they do lay on the ground afterwards and try, in theory, to sell it. There was no attempt at that whatsoever here. And then they do the pile driver, which it is what it is. But to me, if you're going to do something like that, because that's like you write someone out kind of angle, that could have been the finish. Or Moxley should have rolled him in and then hit the Death Rider. The whole, I'm going to hit like 2, and then he kicks out, and then I'm going to hit the big one. And that, like, absolutely ridiculous. Like, this is where you take what could have been a great match, and, like, I now only think of the bad. Like, this was my second worst match of the night for me. Because of that last stretch. Really ruined it for me.
Well,
So in other words, let shit breathe.
Mox, it does end up retaining. And then after that, World Trios Championship match. Conglomeration taking on the Dogs, but the Conglomeration are getting a mystery partner. Who's it going to be?
Okay, so all right.
This is
regardless
pretty fucking
of
good.
how the reveal. I mean, I think everybody pretty much figured it out. So the Dogs, Clark, Gabe, and Finlay just won the belts 24 hours earlier on Collision. Are now defending them against the Conglomeration 24 hours later. Apparently, regardless of what we're going to say in terms of an injury, this was always the plan. So, God, what's the point of even being there? But Justin, I think it was Justin, or a voice comes over saying that the Conglomeration is filmed in front of a live studio, live audience, or, whatever. And there's a whole setup on the stage with a door and a couch, and all the Titantrons are kind of like sitcomed out, and Roddy comes out, and he sees Orange, and he's sleeping, and he tells him, "You gotta get up, because he's almost here," and Orange, wake me up later, I still got 5 minutes. And then through the door, like he's fucking Kramer and Seinfeld, Kyle O'Reilly makes his return.
Phenomenal.
To as the highest said, the guest spot pop of a sitcom, where the crowd pop, and he stands there and kind of takes it in.
He's waiting for them to start. He does the thing where he waits for the crowd to stop reacting so he can get to his fucking lines. It's so great.
And he goes, "Did someone say conglomeration?" And Orange and Roddy are like, "No, no one actually said that at all. No one said that." And then Kyle goes, "Okay, well, it's time to conglomerate," and he looks into the camera like it's a sitcom, and then the new theme song for season 2 of the Conglomeration starts, and they make their way, and it's the best part of the whole match.
Yeah.
It's the cheesiest thing I've ever seen.
And that's why they're totally getting the animated show on Adult Swim. I'm still calling it.
Dogs come out, Finlay hits the door with the shillelagh, and that doesn't work, so he just tips it over.
Dude, he starts to hit it, and it's barely making a dent. I'm like, oh,
fuck
boy, it's going to be a bad night, ain't it?
Clark Connors then takes the couch and fucks it.
Yep. He fucks the belt on the couch. Yep, that's what he did.
And him and Gabe flip the couch over, and then they go and then get ready for the match.
Oh, Gabe Kidd also pissed on the couch.
He did piss
on
the Oh, yeah, that's right. He did piss on the couch.
So
that couch had a rough night.
Match is about 10 minutes
it's
flat.
10 minutes.
At some point, I'll be honest, wasn't paying attention. But at some point, Gabe goes down. And then the match kind of just ends.
The match is whatever. It's I get it. The whole point is the Kyle pop is, oh my god.
Yeah,
Kyle
we got what we wanted.
And so they were literally just transitional champions, and Gabe's injury is unfortunate.
So yeah, Gabe's out for the rest of the year, it seems, as well. So that's unfortunate. But wow, I think that the bigger conversation here needs to be the Dogs as a whole.
Good run.
What a fucking waste.
It's not over, Sean.
Dude, it's Clark and Finlay. And no, I listen. There was the argument last night, and I think You're wrong, Zahaya.
I think give him some time.
Because
I especially give Finley some time. He's gonna. I think he could fill.
yeah, that's
Dave's
what a lot
role
of people said about him in
just
New
fine.
Japan.
And
too.
he did, and it worked
And it
out
took
perfectly fine for him.
5 years later.
When Cope and Christian win the AEW Tag Team titles, they're gonna need a title defense on Collision, and that's where the dogs will come in and lose.
Look, I'm not saying he's gonna be main eventer, but if like you put him in a situation where he's got to go out there and perform and do well, he will. We're not talking about a David Finlay from fucking 2022. It's a completely different character.
I think you're getting, at least for me, twisted. I have nothing against David as a wrestler. I know he can do that. It's the man who runs this company and the 10,000 other people on the roster. And look, we just said the tag division is going to kind of be swamped right now between 3 teams. What the fuck? I guess, like Sean said, cool time for Collision main event, because besides that, I don't know, David Finlay feuds with Kevin Knight. I don't know.
I'll have a real good Collision or Dynamite match for the title.
You can probably put Clark Connors in there first, just to give him a state defense.
I think he'll do fine. I think both of them will be just fine.
That's the thing. I think if there was any person who they couldn't afford to get hurt, that was the one who got hurt.
Clark Connors gets hurt, who gives a shit?
Right. Or if it's a case where, God forbid, David Finlay got hurt, they're like, you know what? We like Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd's established on our show. I could see him getting like a sustained singles push. And apparently there were plans for him to be an important part of the build tour for Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door, because he was supposed to fight Tsuji for the global title on the next New Japan show, but that's like completely thrown out at this point.
Right.
So maybe Finlay gets that spot.
And the thing is, I just look. David Finlay, I don't think had his first promo on the show until last week
on a Collision that was pre-taped backstage,
and that's already not a good sign. And then
I thought it was hysterical that they gave it a video package, and you were astonished.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What are we building?" They won the titles last night. I know we saw it, but look, I understand. It was Kyle is back. Kyle's in Canada. We're going to give Kyle the win, which I think is great. But the dogs, that is not good. This is why, I have been skeptical about David Finlay in particular, about where he lands here in AEW long term. But especially the dogs faction, they'll be on the show, they'll be in the mix, but not in a major way. I don't think. And if they were, why would you put the belts on them to drop them a day later?
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Main event.
Omega and MJF. Both men have very extravagant entrances of Omega being God and MJF being the devil.
Yep.
And they have the match, and the match is pretty fucking good.
It is.
What a surprise. MJF is a great wrestler. I know we say this all the time, and somehow I look like I have 3 heads when I say that to some people, but you also think Chris Jericho was great, so who the fuck cares?
My only biggest complaints about the show is how many times he fucking set up for the Panama Sunrise, and when he finally hits it, It's a fucking transition into the fucking V-trigger.
Oh my god.
That was it, and then the finish I also could have, because he fucking kills Kenny with this tombstone pile driver from the apron through a table. And normally when fucking MJF does a tombstone on the apron, it's like, ow, my fucking leg! Because, of course. But mysteriously
not tonight,
he puts Omega through a whole table. Nah, fuck that. I'm good. Get up. Into finish. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Maybe.
But
you could have just hung on to that. Other than that, Very
History
much
was
intriguing.
made in this match. MJF, now the third person to kick out of the One-Winged Angel.
No! Stop it.
Yes.
Stop.
I don't,
it's
He got
technically true.
He got
said
the
it on-
3. He
No,
got the
no,
3
dude.
with there was the visual
and
pin.
then he kicked out.
It was out of a 15 count.
Dude.
Bro,
Josh,
don't do
where
this.
do you
Don't
where
do
you lie
this.
on that?
I'm not gonna sit here and entertain these two. Ain't no bleeding over whether it was a kick out or not. The match was good. All right.
Well,
If I want to watch two
guess.
people bleed over this, I mean,
Now,
have a match.
look,
Fuck me.
I agree. I also wouldn't count it, but you should direct that anger towards that terrible commentator Excalibur who said it on
He
commentary.
did. It was like, bro, you know the fucking he got the 3.
I don't know, man. He kicked out.
All right. Well, other than that, like, fucking Omega, we got to see him like be Omega again. Like, it's been this run since like last year, especially compared where we just had nothing for him, and then remembered, oh yeah, this guy can still.
Well, because
go.
he's like, I want to go
People
play
like
Street
him.
Fighter.
Like,
Well, it's a mix of that and not being healthy. So
yeah,
well,
it's Tom
speaking
Tom.
or
And also,
or at
he
least his
angled-
boss not trusting that he was healthy. So, because I wonder if last year Kenny Omega was actually fine, but Tony Khan was like, I think you're lying to me. So, no. Because this feels like he trusts him again.
It does. And fucking, he's doing all of his spots. He did the Terminator dive. He even did the fucking triangle moonsault to MJF on the
Yeah.
outside, which he rarely does at this point in time, which is good. He should rarely pull it out because he's in his 40s now. But, like, so much good shit. Max working over Omega, working over his tum-tum during the
His
majority of
tummy
this.
hurt.
It's really good.
that fucking V trigger he hit him with.
Where's
after the
Omega
power.
hits like fucking 12
The
of them,
one where you
12 of
could
them
clearly
bitches
see it.
in this match.
The one where you could clearly see his fucking head just go, oh god, why?
There is also a point where he hits Max with the a middle rope, one-winged angel, and then Max is like, "Nah, I'm just getting get out of here."
He just
You're
rolled
not-
out of the
You're
ring.
not getting
Well,
me.
We gotta just mention, because he almost dropped his ass over the fucking turnbuckle
He
before
did.
that.
Yep.
I was
That
terrified. I was like,
would've
guys,
been
maybe
horrible.
don't do the spot. And then they did the spot. It worked out pretty well. So,
I thought I was about to see a worse version of that fucking Cedric Leon bump where he dropped him on the turnbuckle and just fell out.
you know, Kenny decides to do illegal tactics. Should have been disqualified for putting a table on top of MJF. And then
MJF
proceeded to do a
could have
top
gotten
off.
that damn table off of him at any point, and he did it. That is his fault.
Mm-mm.
Kenny just took advantage of the situation at hand.
And used an
And
illegal
Adam's
weapon.
logic,
No.
and Adam's logic just kind of fell out the window because he's technically not wrong.
Thank you. Somebody that fucking
Wait,
agrees with
what?
me.
I'm gonna.
No. This is bullshit. All right. That's look. I
Giving the high
accept.
overage.
I accept that rules don't mean anything in AEW. I
No, they
accept
don't.
that. But if you're using the table as a weapon, which I've said for years, that if you put someone through a table, it should be a disqualification. And someone over here will argue with me, oh well, he didn't use it as a weapon.
He
Like if he
did
hit
it.
them with the table, and then the table is used to hit someone, and you're like, well,
That
I don't-
person at that point is just going for a wrestling move. There just so happens to be a table there.
All right, what about when he takes the table and he dropped it on him? And then, that's, dropping a table on somebody.
You're
using it as a
trying.
weapon?
You gonna fucking use it against him for trying to move the table out of the way?
Let me
Sorry that he
clarify.
wasn't
Let me
looking where
clarify
he was
exactly.
Don't use the table.
Let me clarify exactly what I mean. It would be more consistent to disqualify people, but I'm not expecting it either. Like, when have they ever really done that?
well,
The
see,
rule on
that's
that
the-
is so inconsistent.
you're right. They don't do that. So which is why like it is what it is. And in a perfect world, I would excuse it. Like, hey, it's the main event of the pay-per-view, the world title. If this was a rare thing,
It's not.
hey, you know what? Referee's discretion. This could have been fucking the pre-show match, and this would have been fine. So, whatever. They both use the table as a weapon. I guess it was a no DQ match, so it's fine.
But yeah, then like I said, referee gets taken out with the V trigger. Omega eventually gets the one-winged angel on Max, gets the visual 3 count. Hell, he gets a visual 15 count until the next referee comes out, and finally he kicks out. Then he goes onto the apron. Looked like he was going to go for a one-wing through the table, but Max stopped it, hit him in the fucking tummy again. Then hits the tombstone, says, I'm not selling shit, gets right back up, hits him with the heat seeker. 1, 2, 3. Maxwell is still the world champion, which means
fuck you, Canada.
He's still champion, and he will be defending his championship this Wednesday against Darby at Spring Breakthrough.
Or whatever it's called. Is he gonna win the title? Is now the big talk of the town.
I would not be against it. I wouldn't be against it. It's like
I don't hate it, but it's not. If I had the pen, I would not book it.
I could see them wanting to give Darby like his fucking McFoley moment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that could be very like, and it's like you said, if this were like his first reign of the belt, like I'd be like, no, absolutely not. But since it's the second one, and if it's immediately to give the title back to him, like I don't think it's gonna make all that much of a difference.
No, like again, like I just said, like I wouldn't do it, but like it's not the end of the world if it happens. It's fine. I understand, and I think a big part of it has a lot more to do with what other wrestling show is happening this week, and
yeah,
like, it's a
break. Come on,
yeah, that's the one. And they look.
Something else happened.
Almost all the media attention is going to be on WrestleMania. What is one way to kind of get some attention? You do a big world title change on TV. That at least will give you something. And I think this is way better than what they previously tried to do a few years ago. So at least it makes sense.
WrestleMania was happening.
But yeah, that is AEW Dynasty 2026. Overall, I had a lot of fun with the show. I don't think there's anything like the trios match is whatever. While Jericho and Ricochet is solid, it's nothing special, and it did absolutely not need to go fucking 20 minutes, even though the code breaker spot was cool. I did still enjoy Ospreay and Mox despite the finish not being my cup of tea. But other than that, that's like my 3 biggest complaints of the show. Everything else was like fucking chill as fuck. Like it was an easy sit through. I don't think this went. This definitely didn't go as long as Revolution did.
Thank God.
I thought for an AEW pay-per-view, I wasn't nearly as tired as I was with Revolution. Everything here was still good to great. I don't think it's like the best AEW pay-per-view ever, but it's still a very strong showing. So I'll go ahead. I'll give the show a B+. It's really real fun.
Thank God. I was gonna go B+. I was like, oh man, am I gonna be going too low? I thought it was. I don't even think it's the best one this year. It was good, fun times. I enjoyed the matches. I think my issue is like there's a lot of fun matches. I don't know if any of these matches will be even in my list come the summer. just another good AEW putting on some good solid matches for the time being. Have a good time.
Yeah, I made it clear there were at least 2 matches that really angered me on this show. So, and I stand by that. One I think was bad.
Yeah,
One,
still bad.
the other, the second half was bad. The trios match was there, is inoffensive, but it was there. Everything else though was good to great, but like I don't think there was like that one like, oh, that might be a 5-star match, and which it doesn't have to be. But and I agree with what you said, Zahaya. Like I was not as tired as I usually am afterwards, which is crazy because this show did end earlier, but not that much earlier than usual. Like
Yeah,
maybe
like
we saved
20
like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. The pacing felt good.
it was paced a lot better than
It was. It
usual.
was also 9 matches on the main card. So
Yeah, which
it didn't
that should
usually...
8 to 9 should be the norm for pay-per-views. Especially if it's like there's no reason why a Dynasty card should have like 12 matches on it.
Yeah. I will say
it should be a good like backlash.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I won't lie. I was gonna give it a B, because I really hated those 2 matches. But they did give the title to Kevin Knight, which was my favorite moment of the whole show. So I will agree with you guys, and I will give it a B+.
Kevin Knight saves the Randy yet again.
So an average of a B+.
Yeah, I feel that's about right for this show.
Yeah,
I will
not
say
the best
I enjoyed this
year.
a hell of a lot more than last year's Dynasty.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That was depressing times. But yeah, that's a bit about it for Dynasty. We're going to be here next month again with fucking Double or Nothing next time around, where Adam, you're going to be able to tell us your experience.
I'm going to get a ticket. I don't even care. It's probably going to be cheaper than, Mania. Other people could have went, but that's a different story for a different time.
So we will be back in a month's time to talk about Double or Nothing. With Adam.
Hello.
What the fuck just happened?
What happened?
Did Zahaya die? What happened?
Yeah, I think he was forced to watch that Chris Jericho match.
All right, an overall B+ rating for Double or Nothing. But
Dynasty.
Fuck!
Get ahead of yourself there.
God!
What date would Double or Nothing happen?
Go again! No, fuck it! Shush! All right, so an overall B+ rating for Dynasty 2026 this time around. Next month, we will once again have another pay-per-view review, as we will be going over AEW Double or Nothing 2026.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, Jesus.
Shut up. Adam!
What's the date?
I'm trying. I don't have a ticket yet, but I'm trying.
You said you're gonna be there.
Listen, those tickets are cheap, unlike other places.
What's the date for the show?
The 25th or something like that. 28th. It's the last week of May.
Well, watch this be called the greatest pay-per-view of all time for AEW.
Sunday, May 24th is when Double or Nothing takes place.
Yeah, so I repeat my comment. Watch this be called the greatest AEW pay-per-view of the year.
So
It is until the next one.
We will wait until next time. But with that being said, that's how we're going to end off tonight's show. You're going to have to say your name again because I cannot remember.
Don Morocco Kane.
Don Morocco Kane.
What?
Yeah.
Are you the Big Red Machine?
Yeah.
Don Morocco was on this show twice. Good God.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to add to help close out tonight's show?
As always, especially this week, support independent pro wrestling. It is the backbone of our industry. Without them, there is no future. So go anyway and subscribe to all the fucking channels this weekend and watch all the wrestling. Fuck the Fed. The Indies is where it's at. That's where all the talent's going to be. You don't want to watch Logan Paul.
You don't.
You do not want to watch a show.
Watch Jelly Roll or Pat McAfee in the main event.
But you want to watch. You want to watch the Sandman versus the Invisible Man. It's probably going to be better than
you don't want to watch. You don't want to watch a show where Randy Orton is taking second place to Pat McAfee.
Instead,
why?
Watch some. And if you're out there and you're going to be there's shows that aren't even airing. We went through an entire list. There has to be at least over 50 fucking shows happening this weekend.
Yeah,
that aren't Fed-based.
More than likely, next edition, we're just going to be going over the shows we watched in our final segment next time around. Because we're
taking next week off.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's about it. We will be back here to talk about 18?
Originally it was supposed to be 18. We're taking next week off. Charles will be back in June. Perfect timing because June's going to be Ruthless Aggression era. So WrestleMania 18 is still going to come to you in June.
All right.
But we'll see you in 2 weeks with CJ to end, I guess, the Mania month with our final Mania month review of The Ultimate Challenge, WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan versus The Ultimate Warrior.
Where you can watch The Ultimate Warrior give an ultimate blowjob.
Oh
yes,
God.
that match is almost 25 minutes.
Hey,
I think that show also has Dusty and Sapphire.
Hey, you want to know what that match doesn't have? 16 fucking matches on the card.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks with CJ to talk about the last Mania show of the month. But until then, as always, you can check us out on Podbean, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Currently, we are so very close to Xanadu, the biggest show of the year for Four Post Massacre Wrestling. What?
I think by the time we come back, it might be out by then.
So go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, do all that fun stuff. Tune into Xanadu because it is the biggest show for 4 p.m. to date. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
Guy doesn't give me credit, so somebody can do that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, give him nice words because Lord knows I'm not going to.
He doesn't do it. He's very mean.
That's it. We're gone. We're out of here. Thank you, Sean, joining us for another pay-per-view. As always, subscribe to Downtown Jason Brown's YouTube channel, UWL, on YouTube. And yeah, take care, everybody. And don't watch Jelly Roll. Don't do it. Don't do that.
Don't watch WrestleMania 4 either.
You deserve better than this Mania and WrestleMania 4. I'll tell you that right now.
Don't watch Jelly Roll. Watch Starboy Charlie, who has 6 matches this week.
Yeah. Watch Manders.
You
know what I don't have to deal with? Watch The Invisible Man. Watch Brody Jr. fight Joey Janela.
Beat up a child.
Dude, I can't wait. It's going to be better than Jelly Roll.
All right. Good night, everybody.
We did it.